Welcome back. We are Vagrants and Vagabonds. This is our first official stream of 2020 because I had the plague last week. It was joyous. I survived. It wasn't contagious. It was healable. We're all good.
What, you were like better 2 days later?
Yeah. It was like towards the end, and the next day I felt fine, and I was like, son of a fuck. But we are back. This is session 18.
17.
I have 17?
17, I believe.
I have 17 from last time.
Do you?
Yeah. Didn't we fuck up
16,
on the numbering?
17?
I don't know.
Either way, we're session somewhere in the teens of Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Lawrence will be late, so rules apply.
They didn't apply last time!
I know, because I didn't think it would happen. But it's fine. Still doing dice giveaways.
Yeah.
So I think it's 5 streamers.
Or 5 viewers by...
Five viewers. We're the streamers. You're the viewers.
Oh yeah, we are at 5. Yeah, that's right.
We gotta get that rolling thing set.
Yeah. And we have a lot to give away. So tell your friends. Watch out. Get some free dice. But if you are here, like, subscribe, follow, subscribe.
Bits, you know.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's
like
17. I have 17.
whatever. It's alright. See if one's doubled. Be alright.
There's probably a bunch that are doubled. Who knows?
Yes. So Lawrence will find out when he gets here, but in honor of 2020, I'm giving everyone a free nat 20 tonight.
Oh!
There are stipulations. One, you must hit first, and you can upgrade it to a nat 20.
Okay.
And 1 or 2, if you use it on a certain enemy, that's it for that enemy.
Could be
Okay,
that
so
shit for
we
that
So
time.
you can't like 6 nat 20 someone. So.
Death saves.
Or ability checks.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay.
But you have to pass, whatever it is. And then you get to
And
upgrade
saving
it.
throws?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But why
Okay,
would you
alright.
pass?
If it's an attack, you have to hit first.
Okay.
If it's a death save or an ability check, you can make it a 20 if you want.
And then saving throws, same thing.
Same thing.
Okay.
Do we get a token or something? Then oh, who cares? We know.
Okay. I mean,
It's fine.
are you gonna cheat?
Do you
though?
want more?
Is that what you're saying?
I'm gonna mark it who's fucking used it already.
It sounds like he just got disadvantage.
This is true. Sounds like yours is gonna turn to a nat 1.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to use it?
Oh, you want? Oh, weird.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody's got coins. You can decide 20 or 1. Let the fates.
Okay. I'd do that. That's fine.
No, you only get a nat 20 when you roll at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So I think as of right now, Young Bull and Geist is at the Yawning Portal, waiting for reinforcements to arrive.
Correct.
And then the rest, huh? Say who's that?
You said is at.
Is that?
I heard it too, but I wasn't gonna say anything.
They
I'm
is
trying
at.
to say it. I'm trying to say it low enough in my front. But...
Did you say?
Yeah. Everyone else, I think you were just about to fight someone in the whatever the fucking place is called.
Carl chip.
What's it called? The grammar Nazis?
Oh yeah, they went to talk to people, and we were gonna do the fights.
Yep.
To try to like see
to
if we
recruit
could
2 people.
find somebody who was good enough.
Yep. And that place would be called.
Oh, you're too strong. You're too weak. You're just
Right.
Yeah. I think it was 25. That's what it was. Yep. The Bat's Roost. It is a fighting den. So you guys are already inside the fighting den. So I have, if we have the map cam, we're going to theater the mind most of it, but I have printouts of level 1, 2, and 3 of the Yawning Pool. Of Skullport. And then over here is the...
You can aim it. You can move the camera to aim it.
Where am I at? Where do I need
You're
to
in
go?
the middle.
Well, you see where it's aiming?
Yeah.
It's aiming straight down.
Yeah. So whatever you want to show off, you can show it off.
Rotate
Okay.
the camera.
If you wanted to rotate it
We have
over
a
there.
bunch of maps.
Yeah,
Fine.
there's maps of everything. So we're going to
Cool.
theater mine most of it until it matters.
And what's that place?
That's from Corey's campaign. If you want more of us, every other Saturday or Sunday, Corey runs his own campaign.
Eclipse Night Eternal.
Bam. I was getting them mixed
That's
up.
pretty neat.
What's the next date?
2 Sundays.
2 Sundays from now.
So the 26th
Yep.
of January.
That starts at noon. So if you're bored on a Sunday, come check us out.
If you're not bored on a Sunday, come check us out anyway.
Yeah.
And I'm not even there, so I'm plugging it for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just like messing with Corey.
And now you
Enjoy
never
the chat with Will, the rules Nazi.
forget.
Yeah, every once in a while, Will will comment in the chat, be like, "You didn't roll concentration on that."
Shouldn't that be a D8, not a D6?
Nobody here is anti-Semitic. Just
Mm.
legal
Yes.
purposes.
What? Yes.
Sure.
Bill over here using that word.
The Nazi word?
So, again, what is wrong with you?
I mean, I used it in jest, but you didn't come at me.
Yeah, but you didn't say it loud enough for anyone to hear.
So we're in
Back
Star
to the story at hand. Am I taking my armor off? For
We're
this
not
fight?
very PC.
Is this a bare knuckle brawl
Yes.
or is it?
These are
full
straight bare
weapons?
knuckle brawls.
Nice.
So are you hopping into the ring to show
Yeah.
your worth?
Bare knuckle brawl before. I don't know what that means.
Too bad both your barbarian and your monk aren't there.
Yep. Well, taking off my shield and my +1 plate armor,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like to ask you a question before I start fighting.
Okay.
It's a simple question.
Okay. Yes, you have to have pants on.
I assumed that
Okay.
nobody wanted to see Morden's not.
Really.
Did you miss that joke 5 times when I got resurrected?
Just keep going.
Yeah, I'm tired of it.
So,
already.
spiritual weapon. All it says is that I create a floating spectral weapon, but it doesn't say that it has to be in an unoccupied space. Could I flavor it that I create a spiritual weapon of brass knuckles on one hand, so that I can get 2 attacks?
How's that bare-fisted?
No.
That is not barefisted.
No, it's magic.
Yeah.
It's also magic, so I mean, there's that.
Yeah.
It was worth a try.
You see, this is like, you look around, it's like a straight back to the roots fighting
Oh,
den.
this is Bloodsport.
Yeah, there's...
Okay.
Most of the
Detail
people in here
to be
aren't
perfect
magic
for this.
users. Like, they are all just
Alright.
straight fighters.
Alright, cool.
But no, you have to kill someone.
And once I hear that you can't use weapons and such, I'm out.
Because I am a weapon.
Alright.
Alright.
I guess
Go for it.
I have 1 attack. Because
Alright.
everyone else, every other cat. Oh wait, I do have 2 weapon fighting, so I can hit twice.
There you go.
Yes.
All right, cool.
It's not going to be like a true combat situation, but...
I would say you can't do that with fists.
Huh?
I would say that you can't swing fists twice because that's a monk feature.
Now, the
Yeah,
monk
he's not
feature-
actually wielding 2 weapons.
But the monk feature allows you to do twice with your bonus
Yeah.
action.
As long as you take the attack
No, it
action.
allows you to do
Spoiler
a
alert,
bonus
it's just
action.
gonna be
You just need to make it twice.
Simple down to just like a couple d20 rolls.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you were gonna make me
I'm not
like,
gonna
roll
do-
out a full combat.
No.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do just like...
I'm about to be. All right, so I strip down
Yep.
to.
So since Lawrence showed up, in honor of 2020, you get 1 free nat 20. If you use it for an attack, you must hit first, and then you can upgrade it to a nat 20. And if you use it on an enemy, then no one else can upgrade it on that same enemy. So you can't like...
You can't just hit one guy with 6 crits.
Yeah, so if you use your crit, he can't hit and then also use his crit to like basically mow down a giant person.
Gotcha.
Or you can substitute that and just a nat 20 for a saving throw, death save, or ability check.
Okay.
So whatever you want to do. You get 1.
Nice. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And Merry Christmas to you too.
What'd I get?
A hug after the game.
That's fair.
The cure.
While Chip is preparing to get in there and
Yep.
for a little fisticuffs, what's
Wrapping
everyone
my
else
knuckles.
doing?
Casting guidance on the ship.
Okay. Alright, that's fair.
I'm
That's
Hanging
just
out
for
with-
saving throws.
backing up Lord Phillips and anything.
Never knows. All I can do, man.
I'm gonna start scouting around the bar for individuals that look like they're not necessarily there to spectate, but they're kind of also like observing with like curiosity.
Okay.
Before we separate off, I'm going to cast Bless on myself, Carl, and Phillips.
Before I down all my magic casting things, I'm gonna do this. Sure.
So,
you're casting a concentration spell. I see.
How long does it last?
yes, I'm in it. Right before the fight starts,
Yeah, I got you.
Blessing.
Cast it 10
I
minutes
got
before the
it.
fight.
You're gonna cast Bless on your opponent.
No.
Yes, got it.
Got it. Bane. No.
Yeah.
I don't have Bane.
Okay, so it's gonna take you a bit to kind of get
Right.
rearranged and everything. So give me a perception check at Zabar.
I think that's a 9. Yeah,
9.
9.
Right now, no one really sticks out.
Okay.
You just everyone's kind of geared. It's kind of calm right now in between fights, and
I'll
no one's
also
really.
look around.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
everybody has.
Is that a perception check?
Yeah.
I'm not proficient with it, so I don't think I just get 1 plus my strength mod.
I mean, it's not. Oh, that is a 1. Never mind. That's pretty bad. But you have a pretty good perception, so still better than Justin.
No, I don't think so. Also 9.
Yeah,
Also 9. You see about the same thing.
So when I prop up at the, I imagine, is there like a bar in this?
You may have to
Yeah.
have 18
Okay, so I'm gonna go up there and talk to the barkeep. Just
I
kind
have to look at it.
of hail him down real quick, or her.
You walk over. He's kind of like a big. He looks like a
Oh yeah, I should see if I can use it.
half ogre. So he looks like he's a few generations removed from a full ogre, but he's kind of big. He's like, "What can I do for you?"
Looking for anybody that may be looking for work.
I haven't seen anybody, but I mean, everyone's usually here for the fights, trying to gain a little bit of coin. That's about it for
I'm
me.
just trying to find people to help.
Well,
us
if
fight.
you happen to see anybody that's looking to make quite a bit more coin, send them my way.
Okay. I know there's a few people that show up every once in a while. If I see them, I'll point them out.
The name's Byron, by the way. And you wouldn't happen to have wine.
We got wine. It's not the best.
We call it red stuff.
I guess I'll try some.
All right.
Do you have a bottle?
Yeah, he'll kind of grab a bottle and he kind of like brushes off the dust. And he kind of
I'll
hands it to you.
grab it. How much?
10 platinum.
It's 1 gold, I think. There's a 10 gold.
Well,
The last
for this
time you guys
wine.
bought something
Fine
down,
wine, it's 10.
the
Yeah.
last time you guys bought something down here was insanely overpriced.
Yeah.
So
So, side note, have you guys ever had almond wine?
can't say
No.
that.
It'll be about 1 gold.
Nice. Not
So
fine.
I'll take out the 1 gold, slide it across the bar towards him,
He's like, have fun.
and then I'll take out another gold and I'll slide it toward him, and I'll be like, "For getting the right people in my direction."
Thank you. Enjoy your wine.
And then I'll pop the bottle, and then I assume he probably gave me like a glass or something.
No.
He just
Oh.
gave you the
You didn't
bottle.
ask for one. He just kind of gave you the bottle.
Can I get a glass cup? Something you?
Yeah. And it's kind of made out of like it's kind of pottery-esque. It's not really like a glass.
Okay. Does it look clean?
Give me a medicine check.
It's a misshapen art project that his
Yeah.
kid made for him.
Oh god. It says, I love
It
you,
has
daddy.
googly eyes.
It looks like it's had a few drinks dry up in it every once in a while.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of wipe it out.
It's Sam
Okay.
Regal's flask
And
from the end of
then-
last
You
game.
kind of do your best. It's
Yeah.
decent.
And I'll pour it and just taste it.
It's wine. It's got a strong kind of alcohol taste to it. I don't know if it's made out of grapes.
Tastes like vinegar.
I'll just slide the glass so I would have gone to go sit at a table, and I'm just gonna kind of let it sit there.
Okay.
Let it
The
breathe.
bottle open.
Yeah.
And then I'll just sit back and wait for the festivities to begin.
Okay.
So, did he have to take his armor and everything off?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's like a spot where like you can see the other guy's armor and then stuff. And
How would that work for you?
it's guarded, but it's not.
Right.
I don't know. It's,
I say, hey, Carl.
everybody knows what's up, so no one's gonna like
Yeah,
try
it's
to.
Just keep an eye on my stuff, please.
Of course.
Oh, because
I
you
might
still have
not-
that cheap
Yeah.
that voice.
I might not walk out of here with my dignity, but I still want to walk out of here with my stuff.
Good luck to you, sir.
Oh, and I stretch out.
Okay.
Or get out in the ring and start.
Let's see. I'm gonna pick. Let's see. I'll give
Pseudo barbarian.
That is nice.
Warding bond.
Oh, but I need to be wearing armor for you to do that?
It just works better.
All right, we're gonna do it that way. We're gonna see what happens.
Okay.
So, you see the guy, and he's like, you ready?
Yeah, hell yeah, let's do this.
Is anybody gambling?
There's people going around trying to like start bets going and stuff.
I crack my big knuckles.
I'm just standing there with my warhammer, just watching this shit.
If anybody comes by, I'm gonna put 100 gold down on whoever's fighting the dwarf.
Okay. Let's see what odds we're gonna give this.
No, it's just I believe that one is a cleric, and whoever is fighting the cleric should hopefully be able to kick its teeth in.
He's an actually professional fighter.
Right.
All right. So it's like, all right, that's fine with me. And he kind of takes it and kind of walks away.
You didn't want to know what your odds were?
Hope this is like fitting music for the people watching. All right, so you step in,
Yeah.
and let's see.
Do you want to roll for it?
I'm trying to pick. So we'll do those three. Everybody pick a race, a different one.
Everybody?
No, you three.
Tabaxi.
Okay.
Kobold.
Orc.
Nice.
Nope, not a half orc. An orc.
He's a large man. And you step in and you see this like 6'5", kind of big, buff,
Right.
half orcish looking guy.
I'm like 4'9", and I'm looking at his kneecap.
Yeah. And you hear this like, all right, everybody ready for the next bout?
Oh, this is the announcer.
And no, nothing really fancy. All you hear is just ding ding.
As I hear ding ding, bless.
Okay, so first round we're gonna roll. We're gonna do best out of 3 for D20 rolls
Alright.
plus strength.
Can I get to add a D4
Yes.
to that? Yes. Alright, cool.
So first one,
Fuck. Not good.
What is it?
10.
I also got a 10.
Ooh,
That's why you counted out.
tie goes to a runner.
Strength modifiers.
Yep.
Go to strength mods to break the tie.
+4.
That is the tie.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll do
Strength
that. We'll do
modifiers
that.
+4.
I added +3.
Alright.
So 1 to chip.
Oh, fucking cocked.
Nice.
Son of a bitch. 11.
You got an 8.
Beating his ass. Nice.
22.
Yep.
So how does this fight go?
So first round goes by. It's like 2-3 minute round, and you just like basically you're
Wailing.
way stronger than this guy. He didn't expect anything out of it.
Right. Been in the forge a long time. Not really, because this is a new body, but who dis?
All right. They gave everyone about 15 seconds rest ish, and then round 2. Dum, dum.
Oh, we're rolling again?
Yeah, 3 rounds.
Oh, I thought that was all 3 rounds.
No, that's
that
to
was
win the first
3
round.
rounds of
That's
the
the
first
3
round.
for each round.
16 plus 20.
Yeah, I rolled a 5. I haven't rolled double digits yet. We're gonna switch die.
He's a berserker, right?
18.
Reckless.
You should've
Yeah,
said
I got nothing.
And jeez.
I'm not rolling shit.
Ooh, this one's gonna be bad. 16.
I got 13.
Oh, shit.
Fucking him up.
Second round goes by, same thing. You just destroy him.
Yo, Mike Tyson.
Well, there goes my 100 gold.
And then you kind of see that, like, it starts to move into the third round, and you just see him just...
Wouldn't it be best 2 out of 3?
Yeah, he won the first 2 rounds.
Oh.
So you just see him kind of, nah, I'm done.
Wonderful, Chip. Chip, here we go.
I come over and I sit in the corner with you.
So then you lose your 100 gold.
So that wasn't. I thought that was gonna be a lot worse.
Yes, you did rather well there.
And
Surprised me a bit.
You see them you kind of do like a little victory lap inside the ring, and then he goes, "All right, winner stays."
Shit.
And then you see another man walk in.
Cool. I cast Bless again.
What does this man look like?
Huh?
What does this man look like?
He's kind of smaller, but you see he's more. He should be a little bit quicker, maybe.
A little more agile.
Yeah, a little more agile.
All right.
So, round 1, ding ding.
Nice. 26.
I got a 6.
Hey Chip, what's your stage name?
I don't know. I should
You
have
do dice.
I know.
Warden's blessed. 18.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, he's rolling fire.
26 again.
God damn it! I actually rolled high that time. So first round goes by, and you same thing. He's just like not prepared for anything that you got.
Yeah, kick his ass!
Kick his ass, you bass. Round 2.
25.
Fucking fire, dude.
God,
I mean,
I'm rolling like
D4
shit.
on it,
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
So, I mean,
without
I keep switching D20s to try and.
Fire. Jesus.
22.
Oh my god.
See?
Ooh, that's not good.
Are those brand new dice that you're rolling with?
Yes. 7.
16.
Yeah, but I still won 2 out of those.
Yeah. So you see at the end of round 2, you start to like start to like tire off, and he kind of picks up towards the end of the second round a little bit.
I want to keep an eye out to make sure that the fighters against him aren't doing anything to cheat.
Okay,
Like
give me
he's
a.
cheating?
Yeah,
Actually,
this is completely even.
I'm gonna walk up to the bar
Okay.
and then call over the barkeep real quick.
You want another bottle of wine?
No, I'm still cooking the other
Chewing
one.
that one.
All right.
Is magic against the rules in the fighting pit?
It's more frowned upon.
Sorry.
We try to keep it, more natural hand to hand.
Keep an eye on that dwarf. And then I'll take out. I'll do this, and then take out a platinum piece and toss it to him.
No problem.
And then I go sit back down.
You just got that.
Okay.
You got that.
So he already realized he's
He might
lost,
be
but he's gonna
evil,
stick around.
but he
He kind
is
of picked up
lawful.
towards the end. He's gonna stick around for the third round.
Right. All right. It's 13.
He's got heart. That's about it. Oh my god.
14.
I rolled 1 double digits this entire time.
13.
So he got a 23.
Oh wow.
So he lost all 3 rounds, but he stuck in there, and he's actually really like cordial, and he like walks up and like tries to like shake your hand.
I shake his hand.
All right.
Stabbed with one of them HIV needles.
Ooh.
What a way to go.
Easy.
He's playing the long game.
Yeah. So so you see like the announcer guy that's kind of doing the rounds. You see him kind of walk off and kind of walk up to the bar, and then you just see him talk to the bartender for a little bit, and he's like, and then he walks back, and he sits there and he's like, well, seems like you're crushing everyone. How about 2 at a time?
Okay.
All right,
Am I rolling 1 die or 2?
1.
Okay.
Why would you roll 2?
Yeah, why would you roll
Each
2?
opponent.
No.
You don't get 2 attacks.
Right.
You only get 1.
Wait, so how does he beat both?
Still
I'm just
3
gonna- I'm just gonna roll with advantage.
Okay.
All right.
Do you cast Blessed?
Excuse me, sir. Does this increase the pot?
Depends on how much you bet.
I mean, he's got to be fighting for some reason. I figured he'd be getting something out of this.
Yeah, seriously.
Pride?
Oh shit, I'm fighting for pride? Bless.
Well, I mean, if he's fighting 2 people now, isn't it more of a roll to hit kind of a thing?
No.
Just rolling with advantage.
But
He's rolling with advantage, not me.
okay.
I'm telling the story.
Just roll. Just
Round
I
1.
don't know how your mechanics are working, Zane.
Let him work. You're not DMing, goddammit.
They're working on the made-up scale.
Alright, 7.
7. So it wasn't much higher, but it was a 13.
Oh, okay.
So
22.
yeah, I got a 17.
Oh! 6.
6. Still, out of all of this, I still only rolled 1 double digits, and this is a 9 and an 8. Still.
So, first round,
lost.
So first round goes to them.
Ooh.
So it's starting to.
Was it like a
Starting to slow
beatdown,
down.
or how did that first round go? Like,
It's a little.
He's getting
There's a little back and forth, but you could see like Chip starting to tire out like 3 fights in.
yeah.
And he's getting overwhelmed.
Yeah, he's
by
getting
it.
overwhelmed by the 2.
12.
Ooh, 16.
I think he lost to Thunder.
21.
Yep, double 11s.
Did you win the last one?
20.
I got a 23.
Are you gonna fight the last round?
I'm gonna keep going.
All right, he's like, you're still in it?
Yeah!
So
Throwing.
you've been in there 3 fights, and you've just lost 2 rounds.
Yeah.
I want to make you roll a disadvantage.
Oh.
Damn.
Trying to feel tired.
Alright.
Well, he has been fighting for
Yeah.
10 minutes consecutively.
Wow. 14. Double
I just fucked up and rolled 2 nat 20s. Why could I? All right, yeah. So
That's 1 round. That's 1.
now I'm rolling high. Here we go.
2 4s.
Well, I got a 1 and a 2, so that double nat 20 almost went double 1s.
4 is 8 and 1 is 9.
I got a 5.
Okay.
Oh, so you actually won that.
And 12.
All right, 17.
Alright. Chip is down and out.
So that's how I go.
I run in,
So-
slap his face,
Huh?
slap his face, wake him up.
So since you won a little bit in each round, you didn't really get demolished. You still kind of held your own with 2 people, but you could see like the time in the ring plus the 2 extra people, it just wasn't
Right.
enough. You're not like beat down, but you're just kind of
And I'm
roughed
down
up right
3
now.
spell slots.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, because I used Bless 3 times.
And you see they're like yeah, and they're kind of dicks about it, and they don't even like walk.
I go to shake their hand.
They don't even acknowledge you, and they kind of just like celebrate on their own, kind of high five, and just like walk off.
2 against 1. You must be very proud of yourselves.
It's like we are, just 1.
Do either of you have any interest in arming up?
For what?
You could fight me. Weapons, anything goes.
You look like a weapon.
That's why it'd be
You're
fair.
right.
Correct.
That's why it'd be fair.
My name's Chuck Norris.
That's not You can see the guy, like, you guys are kind of negotiating back and forth, and you see the guy kind of running, and he's like, I'm not allowing that.
We'll make it worth your while.
We don't serve your kind here.
Oh, that's racist. Come on. Like he's an Eric Coker or something.
We don't serve droids here.
Well, good day. I don't think there's anybody in this ring that could really help us out too well here.
Yeah, and I mean, even these two barely kicked my ass.
Has anyone new entered the bar that looks big and burly in any way, shape, or form?
I was gonna say, because that was 3 fights.
Or someone
It's
that looks
been-
assassiny, even.
Assassination. Actually,
It's like-
I would want to go talk to the middle guy that I fought, the more live one.
Okay.
Scrabble.
I'll say it's been like an hour through 3 fights of 3 rounds. It's just kind of, and then you kind of go talk to that guy, and then are you still at the bar? Are you both of you still at the bar?
I'm at our table.
Yeah, we're at the table.
You see him kind of like, he doesn't really call your name, but he like catches your eye.
All
He's
right.
I
like,
hope you don't.
I'll just stand up and
Thank you.
walk over there.
he goes, that guy over there that just walked in,
I'll
he
look.
usually never fights, but he might be interested.
I'll look over. What does he look like?
He's a human, kind of dressed just in like leather armor. He's got like a big mace on his back, kind of just
Okay.
standing around.
All right. Are you still at the table?
Yep.
I'll go. Thanks. And then I'll motion to Matthias, and then I'm gonna walk over to the guy.
Okay.
I'll keep an eye out and stand up when I see him walking and kind of.
And you see him, he's kind of like just looking around. He's like, do I know you?
No, you don't, and I don't know you either. But let's get to know each other. And I'll sit down. It's Byron.
It's a little too much too fast, but he shakes out his hand and he's Vladimir.
Good to meet you, Vladimir. What brings you in here?
I have names for all of them. Just he's like, I like the fights. It's a good way to spend a night.
You look like you fight a bit yourself.
From time to time. I don't do this, but
You up to making some coin?
what's the offer?
10
Help
gold.
us with the getting the doppelganger. Since we're short.
How long?
I didn't remember
As long as we
with
need
the
you.
doppelganger. We were trying to rally rebellion against the.
He kind of thinks and he's like,
It's up front.
you have me for 2 days for 10 gold.
Maybe do well and
Where's your hotel room?
earn a bonus.
Alright, that works.
It's a deal then. Let me introduce you to my friends. Let's go.
Okay.
Hello! How are things going, friends?
Looks like
And,
you handled
you walk-
yourself rather well in there.
Well, I walked over to talk to the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's separate
Okay.
right now.
Well, got somebody to hire.
I see.
Vladimir, this is Carl,
Nice to meet you, sir.
Fellas.
Matthias, and our dwarf friend over there that was just in the fighting pit. That's Chip.
The one that just got his ass kicked?
He did all right for fighting 2 against 1, I would say.
So I'm gonna pick up a stone and I'm gonna wave my hand over it, and it turns into a monocle. And I place the monocle on my eye.
He's like, that's fancy.
Yes, I agree.
And then you walk over to the guy and you see him, he's kind of like, he's still putting on his armor.
Right.
He's kind of just hanging out, just kind of lazy sitting around.
Right. Good fight.
It's like, yeah, that was fun.
You looking to make some coin?
I mean, I lost a little bit on this, but yeah, sure.
We're came here to look for some hired hands. You had heart. You stayed in when you didn't need to. You fought valiantly. Wouldn't mind having you on my side if I needed it.
How long you need me for? I don't like sticking down here that long.
I don't know. Day, 2 days. What are you asking?
I could spare that. 5 gold should be fine.
That's fine.
It's not bad.
Made him 5 gold.
Alright. You see, he's like, name's Harold.
Harold, Chip, it's nice to meet you.
This reminds me of the mercenaries that you get in Skyrim. Like, after you beat the shit out of them, you're just like, I'll pay you some money, come with me.
So if it matters, which one of you two wants Harold or Vladimir?
I'll take Vlad since I hired
No.
him.
No.
Shit.
Yeah.
Vladimir.
Okay.
I knew Will was gonna go for
They're
this
just
big
thugs.
guy.
After I
They're just like
introduced
the name.
Vladimir to Matthias and Carl, I would give him a platinum piece out of my coin.
The bartender?
No, to Vladimir.
Oh, he's like,
It's up front.
alright. And he kind of looks and he goes, what's, I don't know if I want to get into Xanathar business.
Don't worry about that. And I'm gonna cast Disguise Self. I look exactly the same in my robes, my mask, except the mark disappears.
He's like, I don't know.
No, it doesn't. It comes through. It's magical. Okay.
He's like,
Shut the
that's...
fuck up!
I think, yeah, that's the disadvantage of it there.
He's like, that's a neat trick. Alright.
They're not friends. I promise you that.
Okay. He'll,
Points at all of us.
his insight was always like, alright.
I mean, I can try to persuade him.
No, it's fine. We're
Okay.
good.
When I hear him talking about this, I'm gonna. This is the barkeep, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to him.
No, I think he's talking about Vladimir right now.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
bad.
If you want to walk back up to the
Okay.
bartender, that's
Well,
fine.
I mean, no. If he's talking to Vlad, I'll look at Vlad and be like, "You don't by chance, you don't support the Xanathar, so you by chance know anyone else that doesn't support the Xanathar?"
I mean, I have friends, but most of the time I kind of work alone.
Gotcha. Well, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
I bring Harold over to the table.
So you guys kind of meet up, hang out, watch a couple more fights.
Your name, sir?
Harold.
Oh,
Well, he's playing around.
that's
right. That's fine.
It's Zane's characters.
Okay.
Pleased to meet you. I saw you in the ring fighting my friend here.
It's a fun fight.
So, what is your specialty, sir?
Well, I'd like to say fighting, but from what you guys saw, that's probably not a good answer.
You'll do.
You'll do.
You'll do.
You kind of. All right.
That'll do, babe.
Right on his
That'll do.
knuckles. Thug life.
So, would you all like to head there now and scope the place out?
Not a bad idea.
Now that
There
we're
were some
all.
other places around here. I don't know if any of you would be interested in speaking to any of the other shops.
What information are you hoping to get from them?
Clean.
It might be nice to see how everybody around here feels about our friends.
Not a bad idea.
Maybe find
I
some
support
sort
that
of
mission.
safe house if need be.
Following your lead, then.
So what shops were near?
Near. So you guys are at 25 on level 2. So where's the poker?
So far, I know Dead Man's Corner is where the
Should
zombie slaves
be
were.
right here on the second level, this far corner.
Okay.
So for
And we're
those
at the bats were
hard to
just right.
see, 1, 2, 3. So north is up, so east is west. So this is where you guys came in from here. So this bridge matches up with that bridge right there. So you came in, the zombies were over here. You guys walked around, did some things, and then you guys went up top. And then you guys are.
Where
right
was our
there
hotel?
currently. Hotel was on the bottom.
And that was
I think it's right here.
Guts and Garters.
Yes.
Right? So what would be like if we walk
Yes.
outside? What's like right around us?
So you're around 25.
I think you said the last thing you told us was the Keel Hall, which I'm guessing would be the closest thing to where we're at.
Oh yeah, put my armor back on.
Because I wrote down all the shop names you gave us. It's
Yeah.
just- I only know what a couple of places do so far.
And then I have something I want to do once that's done.
Yeah, the Keel Hall is a little bit south. And then Also next to you is the distillery,
Goods Distillery.
and then 27 and 28, the Poison Quill and Twidbeard's Traps.
Before we leave, I'm going to turn around to the guy at the front, and I'm going to say, excuse me, sir?
Yeah.
Can you give me some information? I'd be happy to give you some coin.
I'm always down for coin.
And I'll slide him 2 gold pieces.
Okay.
And then I'll say, what do you know about the Keel Hall?
The Keel Hall, as far as I know, it's empty. Shut down right after the spell plague, and then never opened back up.
Okay. What about
That
Goods
was a while
Distillery?
ago.
Yeah, that was.
Huh?
Goods Distillery.
No.
Significantly.
Yeah.
But if it's empty, it could be a place.
He's
for
like,
us.
the distillery. He's like, that's a good place for some nice ale, some sherry. He's got a bunch of stuff over there.
Who's Sherry?
Do you know who runs it?
He's like, the name says itself, good.
Good. All right. What about Twinbeard's Traps?
He's like, Thorvin Twinbeard runs that place. He's like, I know, he's a dwarf, usually makes traps, and he's sort of an engineer type person. Lately I haven't seen him there. I know he's a Xanathar supporter, so I know they got him running doing some jobs.
In the Poison Quill?
Taz runs the TAS.
Cultural appropriation.
Runs the Poison Quill. If you ever want to, obviously Skullport's a little rough around the edges. If you ever need anything forged or
Oh, so it's
or anything
forgery
like
based.
that.
I see.
you can-
All right. Well, thank you for your assistance, sir.
You said forged, and I thought what I do, but it's actually.
But then you look at the name and
Yeah.
It's actually.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it's like forging signatures.
Yeah.
So,
Or
first,
documents.
I would like to take a look at the Keel Hall. I was told that it was shut down for quite some time now. Might be a place that we could, scurry back to if need be.
Sounds like a great idea.
So, what do we see as we approach the Keel Hall?
Well, we're gonna pause there,
Okay.
and then we're gonna go back up top.
I do have something that could segue into that.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast Sending
Okay.
to Geist.
Send away.
All right. So I will say, hey, we are on the move. Found a couple hirelings. Eventually, we'll be heading to the overflowing urn.
19. I didn't count the.
You should. You got the ums and the uhs.
How is Young Bull doing?
Got my left foot.
Pooping?
Noble is pacing back and forth while he's waiting on reinforcements. If you happen
Did
to
you,
like to.
has your situation improved? Has your situation improved?
I can take care of it if you just want to pick up your side.
You just said and so.
Where are you now located?
I mean, you know where we're located.
No, I mean, but like I was about to ask, are there any surrounding things to look for in your location?
Oh, okay.
And
Is there any road signs?
there you go.
Any Wawas that we can place mark?
19?
So you have 6 words.
So yeah, you have 6.
Young bull is ready.
I like that question.
Pooping?
Are you pooping?
You pooping?
And doing well.
Alright.
Oh, well, that was more, but okay. It's fine.
You get no response. Anyways. Alright.
Alright. Side story since we mentioned poop.
Not with the second, third level spell slot.
Well, that was my last one. that I have for
okay.
now.
My friend's son, I think he's 3, and she like brought him into the Target restroom to like,
Oh no.
and she was like going to the bathroom and everything, and she's just like, she said everything was packed,
Yeah.
and she's like, don't stay right here. Like she brought him in the stall, blah blah blah, and then you see he just goes, and gets down real fast and looks. He goes, "Are you pooping?" and she said the lady over there didn't even miss a beat, and she's like, "No, just number 1."
You got pull up
And he's like, "Those are nice shoes right there."
Wow.
Nice shoes.
And you see her start, the lady in the other stall just started dying laughing. And I was like, "Did you get to see her face?" She's just like, "No, I kind of just ran." I was like, "Oh, that'd been fun."
That's funny.
It would have been awesome if the kid started like running out as well. Well, she's going number 2.
Yeah, he should.
She's
Oh, you just do number 1? You do number 2.
By the way,
It's stinky.
jellyfish
That's
and
cultural appropriation,
Exandria are
Max.
terrifying.
That's not cultural appropriation. What'd you say?
Using that accent is.
That was a little child
It's
talking.
2020.
That was a child talking.
Okay.
So you guys are up top. I think you guys can see the sunlight, obviously. So you guys have been waiting. It's around 9:30 in the morning. You guys are waiting.
Because we were waiting until when more people showed up at the honor roll.
Yeah.
Another DM question too. Are we on the same timeline when we're switching back and forth? Like,
I don't know if time moves the same.
well, no, I
The
mean, like,
fight started now.
okay.
So I'm kind of like moving forward and then moving back and then moving
Okay,
forward.
alright.
So I'm gonna try to do it that way. Try to
I got you.
piggyback.
I was
on
just
back
curious
and forth.
about that because we kind of like our time got off a little bit when we split
Yeah.
up.
Because you guys took a long rest. You guys woke up.
Yeah.
You guys haven't seen daylight in a while, so I'd say you guys are kind of like not. Yeah. Well,
None of
not
us-
foggy. You just don't know.
None of us are Caleb. None of us have that perfect.
Yeah, you just don't know what
of
time
day
it is really. Like you can kind of see that everything's kind of 24 hours around here. Like
does my
nothing really like
sundial
shuts
say?
down. Do you have one?
It says.
A sundial on the
Broken.
ground.
The
It
light.
says the shadow.
Yeah, the shadow.
It says
It's the same time
12,
all the time.
6, 11.
Yeah.
You have a fan, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, somebody said that Young Bull is the best. Prove me wrong. So I responded, "It is known that Young Bull is the best of us." And then they said, "I'm glad it is a known fact."
Who is it?
Catar
Oh, Cataroo.
Cataroo art.
Do we know who that is?
No.
No. Okay.
It's on her shirt.
All right.
Oh.
There we go.
Is that her art?
Yeah.
No. That's
Well,
cool.
this is her logo.
That's cool.
Cool.
Does she have an Instagram? Or
Welcome to
something?
the stream.
Thanks for
She
watching.
has a Twitter.
Yeah. Welcome to the stream.
What's her Twitter? What's her at?
Cataroo art.
All right.
It's literally right there.
She has a DeviantArt, a Twitter, a Facebook, and a Mixer account. So, boom.
Nice.
Hey, welcome to the stream.
Hey, if you're bored, go check it
Welcome.
out after you're done watching us.
Yeah, don't stop
Or-
watching us.
Open
Just
up
kidding,
another tab.
Moving along.
Moving along. So you guys have been waiting there. We'll say like 20 minutes, and then like 2 guys walk in, and you recognize them immediately from their garbs and like what they're wearing. That those are the 2 guys the Blackstaff sent.
Okay.
Okay.
Blackstaff? No.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
plus
Okay.
Blackstaff.
Yeah.
And then the other person we went to see was who?
Lady Silverhand.
Lady
Yeah.
Right.
She was on
The-
and she was gonna see what she can do.
The Open Lord
Yeah.
of Waterdeep.
So you see 2 guys walk in. They're kind of dressed the same, and you can see they're not confused, but they're just kind of like looking around, seeing if anyone stands out. It's 9. There's the bartender. There's you guys, and there's probably like 3 other patrons. kinda
Numble's
just
still
chilling.
pacing.
I'll try to get their attention.
Ah.
Who's it?
Are you who were sent for?
Yes. Your name?
My name is Duke
And your friend?
Wellington.
Boo! I like it. So, do you know what you've been assigned to?
They have told us that we are going down into underneath here and then helping you as far as we can.
Sounds good. That's pretty much it. This is my fellow companion, Young Bull.
You see them both kind of nod towards you.
Yumble nods once in the general direction.
We're waiting on two more who are supposed to be joining us to head down.
Okay.
He stopped when they approached.
Just know one of the people we encountered down there was what was he?
Does Yumble know what that creature was?
What?
The spider dude.
The spider dude. I can't remember what.
You can tell that he was once a drow, but he got
know what he
transformed.
is currently.
No.
Okay.
So he's
that's right.
You know that it was a curse that made him like that, but he's not really anything specific.
Oh, is he?
So
Yeah.
we saw
I thought
a
he was a
weird
dragon.
looking elvish guy down there, and he seemed to be the source of our problems.
Yeah.
All right.
So try to deal with him. Hopefully, it won't be too much trouble, as we've had some people with whisper greasing the skids for us a little bit.
It's like, well, we are here to support the best we can.
Thank you very much for your help. Well, as you can drink while you wait. While we wait, drinks are on me. So.
You see him kind of both walk up to the bar, and then who wants Duke and who wants Wellington?
I'll take Wellington.
Okay.
Duke and Duke.
They are both veterans.
I like how you crossed off any alignment.
Did I?
I don't think he meant to. I think
You just underlined.
Oh, I just put the
Yeah, he just underlined the name.
But you underlined alignment for Wellington.
So you guys hang out. Another like 5-10 minutes goes by, and then you see two guys also dressed the same, but these are you definitely notice them that these are sent from Lady Silverhand.
Yeah,
They're in the blues.
Yep. And same thing. They're kind of like they notice there's a group and they start to like approach.
Welcome. I'm guessing you were sent by Lady Silverhand.
This is true.
In your name?
My name is Arthur.
What's that?
Arthur.
Arthur. And your companion?
My name is Geralt.
Girl.
Toss a coin at him.
Toss a coin.
To your witcher.
The
I
witch
was
people.
really hoping one was going to be Arthur and the other one was going to be Pendragon.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like Pendragon.
Conan Doyle.
Geralt was the first name I put down, and then I was just like, the Duke Wellington kind of just like melt, and I noticed it after the fact, and I was like, ah.
Someone had something on their mind.
Yeah.
I'll take Arthur.
Arthur. And these are knights.
And I'll be Geralt.
Just making sure, do you know what you have been tasked with?
Lady Silverhand has told us that your friends are trapped, and we are here to assist in rescuing them or whatever they're for.
Duke and Wellington are over at the bar helping themselves. If you would like a drink while we get ready to go down, you can do so. This is my companion Young Bull, who will be joining us.
Yumble starts competing and nodding.
Let me know when you're ready.
Such a
and,
vicious nod that you're
we'll
just
make our way
absolutely
down.
bowing
He's like,
every time.
well, we're okay
Anything?
for a drink, but if you guys want to get going, that's fine.
Sounds good. Do you need anything else, Young Bull?
No, let's go. Time's wasted.
Let us sally forth.
Alright, well, and I will call over for Duke and Wellington. Like, we're getting ready to leave.
Aye, let's go.
Woo!
My ears.
For once, it wasn't Bill that blew up.
Double
the mics.
disadvantage.
We apologize for those at home who had to listen to that.
Yeah. Sorry.
Alright. So,
Alright. And they start, Durnan starts lowering everyone down.
All right.
So, what's the plan here, fellas?
So we know the last area where we went. I think
Where was that at?
on the second level.
Okay.
What are we role playing these guys?
Yep, I'm now officially passing them off to you.
Okay, so what is Geralt's alignment, please?
Both the knights are lawful good.
Okay.
What are the veterans?
They're more
Neutral line if they're with
neutral.
Okay.
Neutral good.
And then the two thugs are more like chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
So they're a little more wearly. And you guys can play them however you want. Since we're splitting the party, we'll give everybody something to do when it happens.
Yep.
Yes. So our mishap seems to come from on the second level. That's where we head back to. We shouldn't face too much resistance getting there. It's just once we get there, we may have to deal with some people.
So is the plan to fight first thing? Are we speaking?
We'll see what
after.
we'll see what he has to say first. And if it doesn't,
We cannot fight them directly. There are too many.
and if it doesn't seem to be going well in terms of talking, then swords it is.
Well, you still believe that your buddy is down there on that second level, don't you?
No, they're no longer on the second level.
They're no longer on the second level. Then what are we doing with them?
Well,
Where are they? Why are we going to second level if they're further down?
we have
need
yet to
directions.
find a way to the third level.
Wait a
we-
second. I remember you guys coming to the staff before. You guys had that gay ass bird with you. We're not saving that gay ass bird, are you?
Alright.
No.
Technically, no.
Fuck.
So, as I was saying, where we going?
Because you guys both remember that when
Yeah,
Lord Phillips
he
sending, he told you to go to Shun, and
Right.
then Shun would bring you guys down.
which I was about to.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, sorry. I know.
Oh, that I didn't.
Go ahead.
So,
well, okay there.
so
Feller.
So you're the leader of this operation?
Standing.
Got it.
Our leader was captured.
Got it.
Which one's your leader?
I want to see what the real character says.
I'll say our face is a fellow named Phillips.
I don't think I asked you who the face was. I asked you who the leader was.
Well, that is the leader.
Wait,
Okay.
Lord Howard Phillips?
That would be the one.
I love him.
Do you know of this person?
I've seen him around. He had talked to Lady Silverhand at one point. You know, despite him being a noble, I don't know if I trust him so much.
That's
Well-
probably a good impression.
Well, I'll say this. When I was put into a dire need down here, he made sure I got back up top.
Well, one good doesn't make a right.
There's always a start for somebody.
Well,
Our interests align. That is enough.
well, you have us, so you have my
Sword.
great sword.
I guess you have my long sword. So let's keep moving.
Sounds good.
All right.
Yumble
think that
fetches
bird-
Durnan and asks him to let us down.
That bird
Yep.
hit on
And
me
he
one
starts
time,
blowing
it was
everybody
weird.
down.
And then we make the several-hour-long trek
Yeah.
back to the second level.
So when you guys hit down on the first level,
You fight a monstrous amount of brick again.
getting through the first level takes a while. There was like 3 the last time you guys went. You guys fight like 6, 7 Grick just to get past. So you guys can assume whatever you cleared out has stopped containing the Gricks through this level.
Alright.
Mr. Youngbull, sorry, just a question kind of off topic.
Mr. Bull.
Mr. Young or Mr.
I think Young Bull will do just fine.
How do I,
Young Bull is fine.
Mr. Youngbull,
Young Bull.
do you come from the spine of the world?
That is where I hail from, yes.
What clan?
I never have to mention it.
Yeah.
Bunaf.
Interesting. I've heard great things about that tribe.
I had them on a poster on a wall when I was a child.
I've heard, wasn't there a calamity of some sort?
Calamity. What calamity?
I heard rumors of.
It's not Bunaf. Bunaf is his first name. Calcino.
I've heard of something calamitous.
First name.
That's a first
happening
name.
upon one of the Goliath tribes up north.
So is this
That wasn't
middle
yours,
name
right?
Not to my knowledge.
It's good to
Last
hear.
name's
It's like
Below.
it's
Just one more thing. Sorry, I know we're moving along here, but it's an honor to fight by your side.
it's a pleasure.
Just did I step out of line?
No, you're alright. I just don't think we need to
Fanboy it up.
indulge in such
Sit there.
fanboy conversation.
You're right. You're right.
Let's stay professional.
You're right. Don't tell the boss.
Don't need to jerk them off as we're going through this, through this area we've never been to before.
How do they hold up in battle?
Yoga did not leave under duress.
So far, they've been doing good. It's not their first time battling. You can assume that the Blackstaff and Lady Silver have witnessed sent. They're like anyone that couldn't handle themselves to get back the heroes of Waterdeep.
Sounds good.
And all of this is like obviously the first time for any of the NPCs, but you can see they kind of know their way through and all kinds of stuff.
Hey, how often have you guys been coming down here?
This is fourth time then?
Every few days.
Wicked.
Always.
You guys never killed these fucking things before? Jesus Christ, they're all over the place.
It's a
your
magical
accent,
mountain.
weirdo.
Things come
I
back.
changed my accent to match your accent. I ain't shit.
Well, as you ask,
Cool.
these things seem to replenish every so often.
It's cool that I gave the veterans more like a proper thing, and you guys just like, fuck that.
Oh, we could be from Boston and still be proper.
Boston.
I mean, I only did it because I'm imagining that my veteran is actually this, like, war-grizzled halfling.
Yeah, you guys can pick whatever race. I don't care.
Can I switch his dex and his strength?
No,
No?
absolutely not.
I can't give him better heavy crossbow? I'd much rather him be better with the heavy crossbow.
No, you take the stat block I gave to you. You can put whatever skin you want on it.
Do we have any trouble besides the few enemies we fight getting to the gate for level 2?
No. Right now it's just the Gricks. You can kind of see that they're like, because you guys, that like 4-way stop, you guys battle a couple, and then as you guys start getting down, yeah, and then there's that big room before you head down to the second level, and that's where there's like a bunch of them. So you can kind of see they're starting to like, obviously you haven't been to the other side in a while, but you can see that they're starting to like roam around and get a little out of control.
Okay. So we might have, so we come back this way, we'll probably have to clean up as well.
Might have to get some people stationed down here to keep this area cleaned up, I guess. To keep coming
just
back.
just let
As
us
we
exist.
start approaching Shun, Yumble's going to be on the lookout for any lookouts from Shun.
Okay.
Because he suspects that we're expected.
Yeah.
Man, what happened to this market area? It's all fucked up, and there's dead goblins everywhere.
I'm guessing that
Well, the market now does not have goblins in it
no, they
anymore.
have no.
Poor decisions is what happened here.
There is all bugbears at the stations.
There's a bunch of dead goblins, and now we're in a market. It's weird.
I'm not gonna really look at any of the bugbears. Just trying to walk forward, not glancing at them.
Some of them, they kind of recognize you too, and they kind of you hear like whispers as you guys walk by and stuff.
So I'm gonna stop right in the middle of the market. I'm gonna so direct approach first.
Of course.
All right. So we go to the last place we remember speaking with you.
So you guys head south through the big door, and then are you going the back way where
go
like,
the back way.
the
We do
gelatinous
not-
cube was, or the
Yeah.
main way?
We
the
don't
first
do the
time?
main way because it's trapped.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the ones where you had to go over the three
The
things.
freaking dark traps.
Yeah, the assholes put up.
Alright. So we'll say enough time has passed that you guys are probably about even with traveling and...
Hey, what's this thing? Touch the gold on the altar.
Does he?
Please don't touch anything.
He said he touched it.
I'm just curious.
I heard he touched it.
As he touches the gold, we're going to commercial break down... back down to the
See,
bottom.
gotta make things entertaining.
Back down to the bottom.
Are you not entertained?
Alright, so you guys have your 2 hired hands, and you guys are now leaving the Bat's Roost to the fighting den, and which way would you
I wanted
guys like
to
to
check
go?
out the keel hall that is shut down. I want to see if it's boarded up, how it looks.
Okay. So you guys head south a little bit. It's not that far. It's, I think, from the map, it's only... about 100 feet down. Or 100 feet away across all the boards.
Do you want me to break it down? The door.
Who is it? Vladimir?
Yeah.
Not yet. And I want to take a look and see how if it's boarded up and shit.
Yeah. Give me a perception check, because you guys are welcome.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
9 or 8.
9. It's boarded up. You can definitely tell that there's no... looking at the building itself... it's kind of awkwardly shaped, but it's relatively big. You can kind of see it's like 30 foot wide, 30 by 40 with a couple outstretches on it. And looking around, you don't see any lights on inside, and most of it's not really boarded up. It just looks abandoned.
I just want to take a look in the windows and see if I notice anything inside.
Okay. Give me another perception check.
Cast guidance on myself. 24.
24. As you peek through one of them, you see what looks to be like a snake with wings, and then you see it kind of scurry back.
Can I
and
roll a history check to see if I know what that might be?
Yep.
Knee GLR 420. What up? Thanks for the follow.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, 7.
Advantage to you, 7. You can't really recall. It's just a creature that looks like is kind of
Does anybody
taking this up
here
as a home.
know what a snake with wings might be?
Delicious.
It's a snake with wings.
It's really tasty.
Well,
You mean like a Quetzalcoatl?
something like that. I saw one inside here.
If I remember
Or,
correctly, I used to eat them, and they got really mad at me for eating them. They were this Zentarum guy's pet snakes.
Oh, those
Wait.
are pseudo dragons.
No, the little ones. The little.
Pseudo dragon.
I didn't think it was a dragon, man. It's a snake with wings.
It's a pseudo dragon.
Eats snakes.
Pseudo-
Quetzalcoatl's similar, but they're larger.
A pseudo dragon is not a snake.
No, it's a flying snake.
So you eat snakes.
So
I used to.
I'm pretty sure it's literally just a flying snake.
Yeah,
It's a
literally
flying
just a flying
snake.
It's called flying.
Could you all
What, the
watch?
Zentarum logo?
Yes.
It's a pseudo dragon.
No, it's a
No,
flying
it's a
snake.
flying snake.
Are you sure?
Yes, we're absolutely sure it
1,000%.
does.
Yes.
Okay, alright.
Could one of you give me a leg up into this window, please?
Sure. And I'll.
Are you sure you don't want me to smash it?
I was like, it literally says flying snakes.
Yeah,
I feel an inconceivable urge to hit
But it's
things
close. It all
really
kind of
hard.
looks the same.
no need currently, sir. And I will try to
Oh, man.
jump into the window.
I will assist you.
Sure. Give me a dex check with advantage.
Have you ever been up top?
Not in a long time.
Do you want
There's this
acrobatics,
man.
athletics?
Acrobatics.
I feel like you'd
19.
get
19.
along very
Yeah,
well
you make it
with
through the window.
Okay.
Does he like
Take
hitting
a look
things?
around inside.
very hard.
Do you have dark vision?
Then we would get along
Yes.
swimming.
So why snakes?
Well, you might
What?
see it soon.
Why do you eat snakes?
Because they fit
I'll
my
actually
beak
light up
perfectly.
my weapon.
You don't have a
Okay.
I know. I had a beak.
What?
Don't worry about it.
When you light it up, you see that a couple more kind of snakes kind of like
just talking about
kind of hide
rolling
themselves, a
boulders.
couple wherever in random places.
Hello, is there anybody in here?
You kind of wait a few minutes and no one really.
Is this one story too?
This one is one story.
I'll put my arm out to try to help chip up into the window.
Yeah, I'll,
So when you, just to give a little reference, where are we at?
As we're standing outside this thing, I'm gonna pull
There's a
my
door
weaponized
here. This is where you entered in, so this is the walkway.
Oh God!
And
What
then
is
it
that?
goes.
Let's call it a weapon.
Who picks it?
It's hard to the touch, but it looks like it shouldn't be.
Just don't stick it in me.
Piss me off.
More of the
I swallow cum.
Hey!
Thanks for the follow.
Thanks for the follow.
I swallow cum.
Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the stream. I swallow.
So I know this is kind of hard to see, but you guys came in here, so you're kind of in this portion,
Okay.
and then you see a door over here, a door.
So I'm gonna try to help.
But you guys walked around, so most of everyone who's outside has seen this main
Right.
perimeter.
Okay.
He's gonna help me in. So, am I making a athletics check? Athletics, acrobatics.
Sure. Athletics. I mean acrobatics. Kind of like dexterity, moving over.
20.
Yeah, you're fine.
So I will just slowly walk through and just see if I see anything else, keeping an eye out for more flying snakes. And just see what's
As you move, give me a perception check.
Should I also make one?
5.
5.
I will also make a perception check.
Is everyone else going in, or is everyone waiting outside?
I would
If I can
follow
go
in.
in, then
21.
Yeah.
So I would
everyone
help
was-
anybody else who wanted to come in.
21. Okay. As like more people come in, there's more kind of commotion that comes up. Where was that?
The things I do.
And
yes, I would roll perception.
I got a 21 on my perception.
okay. Looking around, you see a little snake go underneath this door over here. He kind of slithers
Yeah.
under.
You said you saw a snake, right? Just
Um,
underneath that door over there.
Go get him.
knowing what I know about the building, does it appear that that door would just lead outside or to another room?
From this, it looks like it leads into another room.
I'll go listen at the door.
You hear. Give me a perception.
Oh, I see what's going on.
15.
15. You hear. It sounds like a voice, but it's too low to kind of like make anything out.
Everyone.
What's going on here?
Yeah, I'm wondering. What
All
would
these
you like to
names that are
elaborate?
following us.
Who
Me
is it?
girl 420. I swallow cum.
Hey, thanks for the follows, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, follows a follow.
Yeah.
Everyone,
Don't trust that snake from liking badges.
Please watch my back as I
How would you
check
pronounce
this
that?
door, and I will see if it's unlocked.
Gotcha.
It is locked.
Can I check it for traps?
Sure.
I'm gonna cast guidance for myself.
I'm really good at unlocking doors.
You would.
What do you want me to roll? Investigation.
Yeah.
Okay. 23.
23. It is not trapped.
I'll attempt to unlock it. Cast guidance.
Okay. As you start to unlock it, you hear a voice, and he's, "Please don't."
Where'd that come from?
Inside the room.
Please don't. What? We mean you no harm. We were looking for a safe place to rest if need be.
Are you sure we mean them no harm?
As long as they don't harm us.
I take out my mace.
Oh yeah, because you're playing the other guy.
Settle down, please.
Yes,
That's not what I meant.
I'm not well. Don't.
The building
Don't
was
come in
clearly
here.
occupied.
Please leave.
Could we speak a bit?
How not well are you? I'm a cleric. I might be able to help.
No, I'm fine. I have things. Please leave.
What type
So-
of things do you have?
No.
Excuse me. I noticed my friends mentioning that these flying snakes have something to do with the Zentarum. Would you be a member by chance?
Depends.
I didn't ask what your grandmother smells like.
Would you be willing to just have some conversation? We're looking for anybody who might have some insight to the area around here. We're kind of new and a bit stuck.
We're new in town.
What factions are you part of?
Myself, none. Don't dabble much in that above. My friends here, do you have any input on this?
He's on the line.
And I'm going to... I'm going to pick up a stone, and I'm going to create a piece of metal that I'm just going to cover around my neck to cover up that symbol, just in case.
I've made friends with people in the Zentarum.
Friends? So you are not one of them?
No, we burned ours off.
Just friends.
How friends?
Proper.
Senior Devils,
Common.
Met their leader and worked with him.
My ward.
I forget his name.
Your ward is
Come back to me.
Dabble, Star Song.
Oh yeah, Dabble. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
I mean, only 3 of us said it.
So does that mean you're on good terms with the Zentarum?
You could say that.
Does that mean I can trust you?
Can you trust anybody down here?
What is trust? Only loyalty counts.
Well, when everybody stops being vague, you
I
have
agree.
no reason to distrust us. Like I said, if you're willing to, we would just like to speak.
Preferably face to face.
Alright, 1 second. Let me get the door. And you hear someone kind of get up. And you hear kind of like furniture move a little bit. And then you...
click, 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 click.
You hear the door unlock.
And I put my warhammer in my leg, so...
Okay. You put the door... you hear the door unlock. And then it doesn't open. But then you kind of hear like footsteps stepping away from the door.
Do you mind if I open the door?
Of course.
And I'll slowly
He
open.
minds.
And you see a kind of not frail, but you can definitely looks like a tiefling, and he's kind of like stumbling, walking away from you, like going back to his chair.
Are you sure there's no way that my friend here could assist you?
Look at the DM.
What about?
Are we getting more fun followers? He goes, no, I've lived with this my whole life. I can manage.
All right. Well, what are you doing here?
You see him kind of like he's trying to search for his chair with his hands, and then you kind of like he feels the table and he starts to like move around, and you sit down, and then when you notice when the tiefling turns around, you notice that he's blind.
Oh.
There are scars over his eyes, and he's kind of just.
I want to reinstate that we mean you no harm.
That is good. I don't like harm.
So, what do you do down here? Is this just your abode? Do you have business?
If you would like to talk, I would like to talk with the door shut. So if you or your
of
party
course.
would like to come inside.
Please.
And you are in this room right here, and it is.
I'll wait out here. As will I.
It's only 10. It's 20 by 20 room.
Okay. I'll go in.
And there's
So
furniture
can I-
and stuff, so yeah, I'd say like
Howard, would you
half
like to join
of
us?
you would fit comfortably
I'll walk
in there.
in.
So the 3 of us will
Okay.
close the door.
It's like who is the Zentarum person I was talking to?
That would be Viper.
Me.
And you kind of like you see him kind of like he hears your voice and he kind of
Gesture
looks
to
over to you.
Man's obviously blind.
He goes, "Is there any way for you to prove this to me?"
When I was this is actually a you question back to
Campaign 1.
Campaign 1. When I was helping out the Zentarum, did they give me the stamped coin?
They did not.
No.
Okay.
Because you said you didn't.
Bebo was your contact with the Zentarum.
Oops.
Yeah, sorry, not me. Oops.
But you
Wrong
did
person.
you had the ship set up with them to do business with them.
Oh yeah, but I can't prove that.
I mean, a name could be enough.
I don't have any physical proof, but
I know you said you were friends.
yeah,
I assume you're not part of one.
I had business dealings with Dabble, moving goods between Waterdeep and Baldur's Gate.
Give me a persuasion check.
I can do that.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's very good. 25.
Okay. He kind of it's like what you're saying sounds accurate to me. My name is Baskin Gorb.
Boskin Gorb.
Yep. Bosk, and then a Y-N. And then Gorb is Gorrb.
Can I ask about a sensitive subject?
Sure.
How long have you been blind?
For many years.
Would you like me to change that for you?
And how would you do that?
I reach out and I cast Lesser Restoration on him.
Doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Doesn't?
That's
Re-
not
regenerate.
If it's a
Re-
condition, it would, but his eyes are damaged.
Yeah, you need
Regenerate?
like regenerate or
No.
something.
No, it's not
Greater
regenerate.
Restoration
What
can
is
do it
it?
too.
Because there's something that you can bring back limbs.
Greater Restoration does it.
Is it Greater Restoration?
That's like a 5th level spell or 6th.
Well, I would know that Lesser Restoration wouldn't work.
Good try.
I was
Using Greater
trying.
Restoration.
No, that's fine. I appreciate it.
Because I think it says you can touch a creature and end one disease or condition afflicted.
Yeah.
But it's not a condition.
having
It's literally
working eyes,
physically
yeah.
having not working eyes.
That's more like poison.
He's not
or,
blindness on him. He's just
exhausted or something like that.
Well, it's conditions can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed.
So,
yeah.
But that's
It's a temporary condition.
Could have been a disease that caused his eyes.
Hey,
to
there's
suffer.
merit to your action.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Matthias.
Greater
what's
Restoration
the-
doesn't do it
what's
either.
the-
Yeah, I didn't think
Snakes.
Greater Restoration did it.
Is it?
Regeneration would definitely do it.
All right.
Is it regeneration? Oh, I was thinking of reincarnation. Yeah, I think it's regeneration. Regenerate. You touch a creature similar, blah 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 blah. Yes, the target's severed body, limbs, arms, legs, tails are all restored after 2 minutes. Yeah, so it'd be regenerate to get his eyes back.
Wow.
7th level.
Maybe if,
Yeah, 7th level spell.
maybe if I get more powerful, I'll come back and if you want that.
I mean, that is up to you. I've lived with this for a long time.
Well, I didn't know if you wanted your eyes back.
My friends, as you see, and you can kind of see that there's like 6 or 7 kind of flying snakes. He's like, those are my friends that help me with seeing.
I lick my lips.
Cool. He doesn't see.
So, do you have a way of contacting any sources outside of you?
He says, most of the time I use my flying snakes to deliver messages for me, but
Is that specifically to other Zentarum? Or?
yes.
I see. Do you offer any other services to those in Skullport in need?
He's like, as of right now, I just he says, the Zentarum have sent me here to give sanctuary to any Zentarum members. This is my hideout. And
So-
I use the flying snakes to deliver messages back to Waterdeep and back.
I see. So if we were to give you some coin, would you mind offering this as a safe house to my friends and I if need?
Coin is no matter. If you are friends of Zentarum, then you are friends of me.
All right, good to know. Well, we do have some business down here, but it's nice to know that we have a safe place if need be.
You kind of see him kind of nod.
Do your friends up here in the ceiling, do they hear anything? Do you hear anything about the goings on around here?
I hear from the Zentarum. I mean, my hearing has improved since my sight has left me, but
Right. I'm more wondering if, like, we could ask you about, certain businesses or other things around here. Maybe you have more insight than we could find from the regular.
Something we should look out for,
Yeah.
maybe? That
I've heard rumors of sorts down here, but most it's just a hideout here, and I
Right.
house and deliver messages. But I can answer some questions depending on what they are.
Do you know if the Zentarum, how many of you are there down here?
That's classified.
Since you are not a part of the guild, ain't answering that shit. Give me 2 minutes to skim this level, and then.
Well, hey, do we want it 7:30? Do we want to take a break?
Oh yeah, we'll take a break.
How many viewers we got?
5 viewers.
Alright.
According to this, but there's probably some just lurkers.
Yep. Hey, if you're active in chat,
Hold on. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a break. If you're active in chat, the keyword is going to be
Wellington.
Knuckles.
Wellington.
Red Rocket.
Red.
Rocket. Okay.
So if you want to go into the drawing and you're active in chat, type Red Rocket, 2 words, into the chat, and then we will put you in the drawing.
Type only once. If you type more than once, you will be disqualified.
Yes, one time. Red Rocket.
One time.
We're giving away a set of dice.
And we'll announce the winners after the break.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
All right, Red Rocket, do it.
See ya.
Bye. We'll be back.
Welcome back. So, we may or may not have.
He's caught in my throat.
Corey's trying not to die over there. So I think we have one person that responded
And
with
they
the
win
Red
the
Rocket
dice.
keyword.
And guess what? You win.
You win! Because-
Madri 918.
Please.
So do us a favor. Send us a whisper or a message or whatever it's called on here
DM.
A DM.
What's a whisper?
with your address, and we will send you a set of dice.
Don't worry, we're not creepy. Well, not all of us.
What dice is it? Put it in front of the map cam so we could show Madri 918.
We have a
The
decent
same ones
set.
from last time?
No. Bam!
Ooh.
That's hard to see.
Yeah.
You get those dice.
You won those dice, Madri 918.
These are Chessex. They are like a dark blue, blackish color with silver letters. Numbers.
Nice. I like
Because I'm retarded.
So thank you
Don't
for
use your
watching. Whoa!
I'm challenged.
What did he say?
Is that retarded?
Don't say the R word.
Damn it!
Alright, on we go.
Some things are just retarded. I don't know.
That's 3!
Are we not allowed to say that?
No!
No.
So we're at the Zentarum place. Are we still there, or are we at the other place?
You are still at the Zentarum place.
Alright.
Wait. Yeah.
Were you?
Oh, 'cause you
going
asked if
to
there are any
tell me
other
something,
Zentarum around
Harold,
here.
or nothing
And,
important, or
No, we're trying to figure out more about your snake-eating buddy.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
What's everybody doing outside? Who's not in the room?
Well, he was once a bird, and now he's not.
Cool story, bro.
How did he get turned into a non-bird?
He was always a bird, from what I understand.
No. How did he become a non-bird?
Oh, he died.
Damn, how'd he die?
Just ask him about rolling boulders.
Have you seen Indiana Jones?
Does he still have a hankering for snakes?
I couldn't tell you. I barely know the man.
Who do you know?
I know a lot of people.
So are we gonna get to this job anytime soon?
Yes, they're working on it. We're trying to do some, I guess, espionage work. I'm not exactly sure why we're here, but they wanted to come into this old abandoned building.
I mean, I get paid all the same.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, time is money, so.
But my rune is kind of the leader of these expeditions, so whatever he says goes.
Oh, the life fella.
So I think you asked him if there are any other Zentarum on this level. So he's as far as I know, representatives for Sanctuary is just me. But occasionally you'll find one
Passing
walking
through.
through. But I haven't seen one particularly in about a week.
I see. Alright, well, thank you again, and I'm sure we will see you.
We appreciate your help.
Yep. And as I said, this place is free for you to use and sleep. Just let me know.
Will do.
Thank you.
Alright. Are you all ready?
You see him, he like goes back to like he's like kind of like fishing, fixing fishing nets, and he's like,
A Knight's Tale, really?
I walk over and I cast mending on the net and say, it's a little bit less work that you'll have to do.
and you see him kind of feels like, oh, that is greatly appreciated.
You're welcome.
I go.
Does he pull out another one?
Yeah, he starts
I
to like
meant
do
that
his
one.
best.
You take a minute.
Cool, you mend some stuff, but he's gonna sit there and like
Right.
kind of package it up and go to his
Howard?
I go where your coin told us.
So, would you like to ask around a bit more or get back to the mission at hand?
I think we shouldn't waste a whole lot of time. I mean, we do have 2 days to finish this, but better now than later.
Exactly.
Did I give you a time frame on this?
2 days.
Yeah. Oh, I did just 2 days.
Nettie is waiting.
And we've already
so-
used up a night of the
Yeah.
2 days.
Did you guys already leave the room?
Well, this is like day
Yes,
one.
we're out in the.
This is like day one.
Carl, is there not just a way to remake your Nettie, or is he like one of a kind?
Nettie's a one of a kind, I would imagine.
I'd rather just acquire Nettie himself.
What's it, Nettie?
We'll get Nettie back.
His pet.
It's more than a pet.
What is
It's
it?
a companion.
His
Oh, you guys still have the bird with you.
Huh?
You guys still have the bird with you.
What bird?
My bird.
His bird,
Okay.
he has 2 pets.
Polly.
That one, yeah, Polly.
Oh, yeah.
Polly's still there.
So, what kind of pet is this?
Just one that assists me in my endeavors.
Like a dog?
Like a dog.
No. More than
like a child.
Hey, it's not
Well, you
dog.
see what I look like. Imagine me, but very small.
That's a pet?
No, he's my companion.
Life partner.
Alright, well, you know
I didn't
what?
mean to speak for you, but Nettie is a companion, as I said earlier.
Okay. Well,
We will get him back, but for now, well, I guess let's move on. Let's check this place out.
Where are we heading? The overflowing
By the
area
way,
now?
how large
Yes.
is this like open area in here?
The
It's a
actual.
warehouse.
So
This
yeah.
is 20 by 40, and then there's like 10 feet over here.
So we could set up.
No.
Howard.
Yeah.
One thing, once we're
You-
done with all of this.
You want to set up a giant cabin inside of this hideout that no one knows about but the Zentarum. Sure, the Zentarum are gonna kick your fucking ass.
When we
I don't know. Can they beat them snowmen?
when we finish our main mission, I think it would be good to check with Twinbeard's trucks. The man at the tavern spoke of something about the owner of it has been missing for some time. Could be something.
Missing as he's doing jobs for the Zentarum.
Not the Zentarum, right?
Xanathars.
You said
Xanathars.
Oh,
Yeah, he's not like. He's just not at his post.
Why-
He's out doing
Okay.
stuff, and he'll
Never
come back.
mind.
Why would we want
Yeah.
to help a friend of the Xenophars?
Well, I don't. But now that I remember the full story,
Yeah,
never
basically,
mind.
the Xanthar keep him busy, so he's always moving around and coming back. Yeah, sorry if that was.
No, it's fine. All right. Let's head to the overflowing herd.
Never mind that.
Is that our destination? Or is
Yes.
that okay?
So do you guys know? Have you figured out where the overflowing urn actually is
I
yet?
think we
It's on the
did.
3rd level.
Yeah, the 3rd level somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. So right now you guys are looking for stairs to go up, and
I
right.
thought we were already on the 3rd level.
No.
You're on the
We
second
were on
one.
the second.
Got it. Okay.
So you guys, once you get out, directly across from the hideout is the distillery, which is like literally 5 feet across. And then if you guys travel farther up into the middle, I assume you guys are looking for stairs to go up.
Yep.
You guys pass in between the poison quill and the traps. And then you guys also pass Sargoth's bounty and
Lantern lighter.
the lantern lighters. And then you guys look between the lantern lighters and the poison quill, and you see a staircase heading up. What are doing the poker? So if you guys, so it's right here is this staircase going up. So you guys were here. Distillery, poison quills over here, and then so basically you guys are right in that area, and there's stairs.
So we haven't even gone to that other side at all.
No.
Okay, that's fine. We're heading up. Do we see anybody as we pass by on the streets?
Right now you're up on the catwalks, the wooden catwalks that are up there, and occasionally you see like a passerby, but
Once we get up there, I'm going to, unless I see it right away, I'm going to see if I can find somebody that could point us in the right direction.
okay. Is that
Do,
while you're on this level, or once you get up
Once
higher?
we get
do Vladimir and Harold know where we're going? No? Okay. Fair
Yeah,
question.
they
Okay.
they could probably point right to it.
But we'll lead them there.
Okay.
If we're locals and we know where it is.
Yeah, that's fine.
What is our attack strategy, Lord Phillips?
Don't ask me.
Okay. Carl?
I think the best course of action would be to surveil the place first, see what we're up against. Maybe do some talking. I mean, it's still rather funny to me, with all of the people that they have at their disposal, that they would need a small band such as ourselves to take care of this issue.
Maybe they want to keep it quiet.
Also, we're unaligned, other than these marks on some of our
And
maps.
I mean, kind of knowing how recruitment processes go, they're probably looking to get us to do this job, and then they're going to figure out a way to reward us by giving us whatever our precious things are back, and then they'll ask us to do another job, and then they'll give us a reward, and they'll ask us to do
Indentured
another job.
servitude.
So or they will use
You
blackmail.
kind of think about it, and this is kind of just like a busy work to see if you can actually handle it.
Or they could
And then-
use this as blackmail against us to keep us.
In my experience in this line of work, you just don't ask questions.
I'm just... One other question I have is, do I remember, did he tell us who this guy we're going after, who he's with?
Like if he's just alone or just him.
Yeah, if he's aligned.
Who he's aligned with, because he has to be aligned with someone.
He never told us.
He just
that
told us he was a
information.
doppelganger.
Just said that there's a doppelganger at the overflowing urn, and that he wants his head, essentially.
So
that was
another thing to consider is how this could affect
Ask
us
questions.
if he
I have a
happens to
question.
be somebody important that one of you might care about as far as your factions go.
So it might like start a war.
Not necessarily a war, but it might look ill if you take out somebody that is aligned with what you're looking to do.
I would highly doubt most of the factions have operations down here with the
There
condition.
are spies. We just met one.
But
That's a point.
considering,
Out of game, we know of another.
yeah,
Well, we knew of another.
No.
No,
No.
you guys still know.
Oh yeah.
You have a mission to go to the Flagon and the Dragon.
Right. Oh, that's right. With the
Or a
So, I would just
favor.
recommend maybe speaking with this person first.
words are good.
Okay.
you are the one with the words, Byron.
Head to Overflowing Urn once Vladimir and
Are you sure you're the leader?
Harold.
Honest question.
In certain aspects, yes.
All right then.
And then after he says that, I drop my disguise. Nothing changes except for the mark reappears on my neck. And then I just kind of hang back as they start walking. And then I take my hood off and sort of exposing my neck. And then I take my dagger out. And I take it to the mark on my neck and I just start cutting it.
Okay.
And I just cut that piece of skin off. I will take damage for that.
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw.
That'll be
With your poison dagger.
No, just the
3
bare
points of
pain.
piercing damage, I
Okay.
guess.
Like that
I
would
can
be
take
hard
more
to
if you
force
feel like it
yourself
should be
to
more.
do.
That's fine.
This dagger is laced in a poison that'll.
I mean, you're kind of doing
kill
it
a man.
yourself. I assume you.
Yeah, I just
I don't know why. I
gave it, and then
Where's that from? I don't remember.
I rip another piece off of my.
Would you like me to heal that?
Oh, I'm kind of staying behind. I'm behind everybody.
I have a very high perception. I turn around. Would you
So
like
you have
me?
eyes on your the back of your head. So I
There's eyes everywhere.
I
No.
rip the a
Technically,
piece of my robe off, and then I just sort of like press it into there, and then just sort of let it stick.
Okay.
And then I disguise self again, and then everything looks.
So technically, right now, you're the only one that still has.
And I have the piece of metal that is coating around my neck to hide.
Okay.
I didn't want to remove it because it's reminding me of my intentions.
Okay. So
Okay.
walk into the.
And then the piece of skin I put in my bag of holding.
Skin box.
Your bag of holding.
So the top floor is split
Starting to
into
look like your bag.
two. I think from what's
not.
Oh, and then also I used a charge on my rod
think it's much
to gain a spell slot back.
Okay. Guess that's above it.
Since we're this high up, do we see a port at all? Oh, yeah, is there a place where ships are parked? Docked. Shut up.
This looks like, I guess how it's described.
A ship parking lot.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking for. A ship parking lot? Dry docked somewhere, maybe?
That's more than a parking lot. It's like a garage.
Has
It's a
anybody
ship
else
garage.
noticed that the map with the island on it looks kind of like the Millennium Falcon?
Yes.
Just a teensy bit.
The cockpit's over there. Then there's the front of it. Yeah.
I have
So-
a mole on my sack that looks like Millennium Falcon. You
Can I
guys
see it
wanna
later?
So as
I
you
do want to see it.
Yeah. Whip it out. On stream. Let's go.
And then get banned.
Do you want to see my Sarlacc pit? Right now, this is the only water that you see. As you walk in, these are cave walls. So it's kind of like encased inside this
Okay,
cave.
alright.
So the only water is out here.
Alright. Because I got the thing for the scavenger. The ship that's somewhere. I don't have my paper anymore.
That's good.
It was. I think it's still at Lawrence's house.
I know there's one underneath there.
Yeah, that's not. It's. I think it's.
Was
still
it one of the
Lawrence's house.
clues?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
one of
okay.
the clues.
I have them.
You should just say that he forgot and now just try it out again. Give it out all over again.
Yeah, screw it. Moving on.
Alright, heavy yarn.
So when you guys come up, you guys pop up right here, and then this first building that you see.
Can I roll a history check to see if I know anything about doppelgangers?
Sure.
I'm gonna take my weapon and I'm gonna have it lay as close to my arm.
13.
That way it just looks like a tattoo or something.
Tattoo.
Teddy.
Correct it. You got a tattoo.
What does this character look up? Brought to us by.
Women selling their nudes to fight Australian wildfires and raising over millions of dollars.
And then getting booted off Instagram.
Hey, that's fine.
Hey, they're pretty hot.
Did it for a purpose.
Thank you for your service.
Poor koala bears.
Breaking news.
With the 13, I will give you that you recall that doppelgangers can read thoughts.
Shit. I will say that to everyone. So if you have like a mantra or something that you want to be thinking about other than we gotta find a doppelganger.
I really want to hit something.
Okay, just keep thinking that over and over and over.
I always do.
Okay, so you should be good.
You would really get along with our friend.
The first building.
I don't know about like morals wise, but attitude wise, 100%.
Yeah, this you guys come up here and there's this one walkway and they start walking you this way. And this building right here, the sign above it says Dermatheon's Jest.
What's that place?
And as you guys are walking, you see a Durgar looking fella and he kind of pokes his out. He's like, "Greetings.
Oh,
Any gems for sale?"
gems? No.
No, but we have some Larrys.
Do you have anything for sale yourself, sir?
He goes, as of right now, I'm just an appraiser. I'm hoping to get some coin off of anything you guys need an estimate on.
Well, right now, unfortunately, sir, we'll remember where you are in case we need your services, but there's
fair.
nothing we need at current.
Okay, alright. And you see him, he goes and he shuts the window back. And
I fucking hate this
Was that
part
out
town.
of Dermathion's jest?
yeah.
fucking
Okay.
weirdos
Does that happen a lot around here?
all the time?
And then you guys start coming down, and there's like this walkway here, and they point to this building. It's not surrounded by anything. There's only one entrance on the far side.
Does it look like there anybody guarding it outside?
So, to basic. Which is and then this is the walkway. And then the walkway kind of continues around. So there's no other entrance except here.
So we say walkway.
The
Is it
catwalk.
like, is there still stuff between the walkway and the building, or is it like open air?
No, this is an opening. This is down to the first level. Like
so
this
if
catwalk
you fell
is
off,
here.
you would fall heavily.
Yeah, you would fall a story down.
So it's slums built on top of slums built on top of
Yes.
slums.
And
It's
then
on-
there is a building
on top of
Oops,
water.
Didn't mean to cross that. There's a space. And there's a building here.
Or
with a
next to
door,
water?
and
Next to
then-
water, sure.
That's
So is
really
that-
confusing.
Is that
but
the actual size of the building we're headed
this
to?
no. The actual size is 50 by 40.
Okay. So do we see?
So you guys are currently walking like this way.
Oh, okay.
And there's a catwalk that goes along the back.
So I'll walk. I guess I'm leading, if that's cool with everybody. Just by that small building first.
Okay.
Vladimir, do you know what is in this small building? Is it just storage for the larger? Or...
Does he have any idea?
That building is empty. You kind of look. It's
So Vladimir looks in the window.
Nice catch.
It's empty.
the catwalk follows like pretty much on three sides of that building, and it is a 20 by 30 building, and you can see inside of it, and it's super run down. You don't see anything.
It's empty, boss.
All right. I will peek around the building and see if I notice any guards or people hanging out around the front of the one we're interested in.
You peek around, and there's no one out front.
So we will
This is
start
what he
heading to
does
the
every
front
time
door.
we go someplace
Okay.
new.
And when you start to walk around, you guys see that there's a. This place is not so run down, but it's still kind of shitty. But there's no like peek throughs or anything like that. And you see a sign that says the overflowing urn, and there's a door, and then there's one lamp that's lit outside of it.
Do we already know what he sells here?
No.
And our mission was to kill him or just kick him out?
To bring back his head.
Okay. Alright. So, as we
sells
approach the
herbs.
front, is there
Can we
anybody
do that
outside?
Without
No.
killing him,
All
that's
right.
my question.
So does anybody else know anything about, before we go in here, does anybody else know anything about doppelgangers?
Have I read anything about doppelgangers?
I know.
My worry is that if we cut his head off,
I knew what Wolverine.
does it turn back into what it normally looks like? Does it stay as what he was?
Right.
Like,
Just
how
go
are we
here.
even going to show that this is
All right.
actually
Yeah.
him?
Sure. Give me a history check.
We could bring him back alive. We bring back his head that way.
20.
But I don't
You recall that
I
when a
just wanna
doppelganger dies, it reverts back to
I
its
had a
normal
feeling
form.
we were going to
It's
So
doppelganger form.
It'll look like a doppelganger.
Yeah.
Okay. Like a
It's
massive
strange
gray
mood for a
clay.
while.
Mhm.
So,
With that roll, does he know any weaknesses or any? Are they adverse to like?
You know they're very
silver?
good with deception because obviously they're
Right.
the whole facade of him, and then
and do I recall
Only
what he said
Theron
his
was
name
here.
was?
he did not give his name.
Okay.
He just said there was a doppelganger that needed to be removed.
So,
Let's see if we can
If
set
I
the
didn't.
Baldur's Gate.
let's walk in and speak first, but be on your guard.
I'm trying to remember if it's just the stories or if it's true in D&D if they have an aversion to silver.
We
Walk
wouldn't know.
inside.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
I will cast guidance on myself as I enter.
Okay.
I cast guidance on myself too.
Okay. Does everybody walk in?
Hello
Yep.
there.
Vladimir
You see
casts
that there's
his-
a counter, and you see
3 of the identical looking men. They're triplets.
there's a counter, and there's a dwarf sitting behind the counter.
Just the dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
Greetings, sir.
And salutations.
Welcome.
Well met.
What can I do for you fellas?
So, we heard that you are specialty in selling
Things.
lanterns?
He's like, yes, I have oils and pitch, or what would you guys need?
Is that all you sell?
As of right now, yes.
I see.
What do you sell as of not right now?
I mean, I used to sell lanterns, but I'm currently out. All I have is oil and pitch for whatever you need. 5 silver for a flask of oil, and then a cask of pitch is 2 gold each.
I'll switch into Dwarven and ask him, is there any, familiar discounts?
And as soon as I hear him talking, I'm gonna at will cast comprehend languages with my helm
Okay.
to know what they're saying.
Does he know Dwarvish?
So what do you say?
Are there any familiar discounts for those of us that are like in kind?
He responds back in common, and he's just like, I guess I could knock off a coin or two for a fellow dwarf like yourself.
Okay. So he does speak for it.
Or does it?
My name is Gareth.
Comprehend languages? Gareth?
Gareth. Good to meet you. I'm Byron.
Nice to meet you.
So, Gareth, I have a question for you. Would you say, how long have you been here?
5 years or so.
And do you by chance know how long the Xanathars have been occupying that little island down there?
The Millennium Falcon, as we call it.
They've been there for a while, longer than I've been down here.
So how
I have
did
no
you...
qualms with the Xanathar.
Oh, no
You have
problem.
no qualms? Okay.
I'm gonna insight check.
Okay.
I'd like to do the same, actually.
While they're inside checking, I think I'll switch back to Dwarven.
Can I do it too?
What clan do you hail from?
Nice. Son of a
Can
bitch.
I roll insight too?
Mhm.
I had guidance.
Oh, I forgot about my guidance.
No, you didn't say it.
19.
19.
9.
9.
I did say it before we walked
Okay.
in.
Yeah, because I said it and then he was like, I'm going to do it too.
Yeah. 17.
17. He's not lying about the qualms. And what'd you ask?
I asked him in Dwarven, what clan does he hail from?
Clan. This is all back in common. Clan is like, I haven't assigned myself to a clan in many years.
Why do you not speak back to him in Dwarven?
He seems to just be trying to
Just
be
hoping
proper to
didn't
us,
want to be awkward in front
including
of.
all of us in the
It's
conversation.
It's not being rude.
Did you guys need oil or flasks?
How much oil do you have?
I have a few, about a case or so.
I'll buy the case from you.
Okay, that'll be 50 silver, so 5 gold. 5 gold for 10 flasks.
Here's 6. Would you mind bringing it out here?
Certainly. And we'll pick up the case and he'll walk around and hand it to you guys. Or he'll set it down.
I guess I can get that.
There you are. And he'll start to turn around and walk back.
Can I roll another history check to know if their disguise would set off some sort of magical aura?
Sure.
21.
It's more of an innate ability than more
So if
magical.
we did detect magic, we would
I mean,
not
it's
see
obviously
transmutation.
magical, but it doesn't give off an aura.
No, it's more.
Are there flasks of oil sitting out?
I
There
guess.
is now.
Yeah,
I'm
the
going
crate.
to start looking at flasks, and in my head, I'm just going to think, man, this place would be so easy to burn down.
Did you share the mind reading information with us?
I did.
Okay.
I think as we were walking, we were all trying to share what we knew.
So, what do I remember? What was the guy's name? The main ogre guy? I thought I wrote it.
His name is Sundith.
Sundith. So, question for you, sir.
Yes.
Have you had any dealings with Captain Sundith?
Not him personally. Like I said, I have no qualms with the Zentarum. They kind of come by in business, and I pay them what I need, and
The
they usually leave me
Zentarum.
alone.
We
Did I
were
say
talking
Zentarum?
about the
Sorry,
Xanathars.
Xanathars. Sorry. I get those. I keep saying the wrong
Yeah, I
ones.
know.
Xanathars.
I just like messing with you.
Xanathars.
Would you imagine the Xanathar having any qualms with you?
As I know of, no. They come
So,
by, I pay my tax, and
From
then
what we
they
have
leave.
learned, sir, is that you have taken over a building that they once owned, which is this one.
I do not know of this. They have never spoken this to me before.
Is that a fact? Or is that... Oh.
So how long? You said you've been here for 5 years?
Yes.
And how long has this shop been around? Did you start this lantern shop yourself, or did you take it over?
When I came here, the former owner, he passed away, and I took it over from him.
General insight.
Yep.
When's the last time you paid your taxes?
Hold on. We'll let something else happen.
I was rolling insight as well.
What'd you roll?
11.
11. You think he's telling
Well,
the truth.
well, this is
27.
okay.
I'm rolling
27.
27? Oh, he's lying.
Well,
Wait, what was that to?
For insight.
For
What are you trying
part?
to-
What he said
About
the
the...
last guy dying and him taking over. Well,
Technically, it's true.
It's true.
Technically, that's true.
But do I notice that he's not saying everything he's...
Yeah, he's not lying, but he's not giving you the whole truth either.
Right.
But, and then what'd you ask?
When's the last time you paid your taxes to the Xanathars?
It's like they were here a few days ago.
Insight check.
How much is the tax?
It's usually 15% of all inquiries or profits.
Well, this is going on. Vladimir is gonna walk away with the crate as if taking it away, and then he's gonna walk around the building and start taking out oil flasks and just dousing the outside of the building.
Well, there's that like 5 foot. Well, actually, it's like 10 feet between the catwalk and the building.
He's just throwing
Okay.
them at it.
Or squeezing them.
So yeah, he'll take out a mile at a time and just sort of sprinkle it along the edges of the building.
Okay.
That's some chip shit right there.
It was a 12.
12.
This is starting to feel like
Insight
a Wednesday
on
night
the
game.
that the Xanathars was there a couple days ago.
He was telling the truth.
Okay. And did you pay your taxes to them then?
Yes.
Insight again.
Who was
I mean, you
the
gave
former owner?
a thug a bunch of oil.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
13.
13. He was telling the truth. The former owner, he was a dwarf like me. He thought it would be fitting for me to take over.
What was his clan?
Didn't know the man that long.
Is he a right?
Dwarf that long. The
Is-
man.
Is he a hill dwarf, a mountain dwarf? What does he look like?
Duragar.
A Duragar? Yeah. What type of dwarf is he?
I think he was a hill dwarf. It's
No,
been a
I'm
long
talking
time.
about the guy that we're talking.
Oh, him? I guess he looks like a hill dwarf.
Do you all know
Or-
where Vladimir went?
How long?
Carried the oil
How long does it
outside.
take me to do this?
Well, it's like literally like here to the end of the table. So you're sitting there like trying to flick this oil.
That's fine.
It's raining down below. Yeah.
I mean, to go through the whole thing, I'd say like 10 minutes.
In his
Like
head,
a minute for each one.
he hears not my voice, but like a different voice basically say, "Where's the doppelganger?"
You see, like, can they tell it's from you?
No.
Mm-mm.
There's no
It's
discernible
not.
source.
It's not sending.
There's
Okay.
no verbal or somatic.
Do I see
It's an
any
innate
exits behind anywhere?
Mm-mm. I mean, you guys are kind of like in the middle, like because you kind of already scoped it out that there's no windows or anything, and then looking down, I guess. I mean, you don't see the full room, but you can tell there's a back room, possibly. But there's no doors or anything.
So Carl's kind of conflicted right now
Hold on.
because
The thing in the head. You see, give me a perception check.
6.
You don't see him react.
Okay.
so
Or any, like, you say it, but he doesn't, like, stutter or, like, he kind of just blows it off like nothing was ever said to him.
Okay.
well, my friends,
Vladimir comes back around.
Vladimir and
He's
Harold,
still got the box.
Yes.
Although it's probably empty.
would you all mind restraining this man?
I guess so, boss. And he drops the empty crate and starts walking towards.
Restrain? What for?
In his head he hears, "Don't resist."
Do you have rope?
Here you are.
There's a lot of things going on, so he kind of just thinks like one of you said it.
Vlad is going to attempt to grab him. He's just walking up.
Well, as you guys start walking, he's like, well, you guys bought your stuff. I will see. Good day. And he'll start to like try to walk back.
Vladimir will keep walking towards him.
Okay. Give me I guess we'll do the grapple.
Okay. Oof. 11.
16.
Okay.
So he kind of like
Where has this
takes
place
it
gone
and he
now?
starts to just like.
As soon as
do-
he
that's-
dodges the grapple, I'm gonna cast slow on him.
Okay.
So I need a wisdom saving throw from him.
I don't know why you're trying to stop me. You're not going to get away.
The wisdom is a 3.
He fails, so
Okay.
he is now slowed.
Okay.
So his movement is halved, basically.
His
Um,
AC is down by 2.
Yep, and then he can't.
He's
Does he have
gonna make it.
disadvantage on Dex and?
Yeah,
I
he
think it's
can't.
just Dex.
He can't take reactions,
Yeah, and take
and he can either
only-
take an action or a bonus action, not both.
And you only do one if he has multiple too.
Yeah.
So,
With the slow, I'm gonna have everyone do it. For those who are playing other characters, we're just gonna play her.
I rolled a 4.
This is what happens when he's not playing Geist.
Yeah. Bam.
Because my dex is 0.
Matthias.
12.
Well, that's a little bit higher. Chip.
23.
Carl.
14.
That's here. Young Bull.
10.
Let's see. Lord Phillips.
8.
So that guy got really freaking low.
Dyson rolled like shit. Well, I guess last time they rolled super fire, so I guess it's fine. So we'll kind of theater the mind this. So he's in the back room along with you because you followed him in the back room, and then do you have to see him?
Mm-hmm.
Would you have gone into the back?
It's like,
Or
did he make it to the back? Would I be able to see
not
him through
really.
the door?
Yeah.
Yeah, then I
Okay.
got
So
it.
you two are in the back. Everyone else is out front.
How far away is he from?
15 feet. It's not that far. So
Because I would have been like at the counter where he was.
yeah. So Chip.
I will walk to the other side of him and stand in the doorway
Okay.
so that he.
We'll say it's like a counter, and there's like 2 walkways to go back.
Right.
And
And I will cast Zone of Truth on him.
okay.
So he needs to make a
Charisma, I believe?
yes charisma saving.
Charisma weird.
14.
So
18.
something he's probably decent at.
Carl.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
Charisma, truth, and charm. But no, I guess not.
I'm going to bring out my warhammer and place it up to his chest, and I'm gonna say, "Show yourself and give us any reason not to take your head." And I'm gonna ready an attack in case believes he does anything harmful to me or one of my teammates.
Okay. Matthias.
I will approach him, go kind of around his back, and same thing.
So
I'm
within
given-
melee,
Yeah.
melee, not within melee.
I mean, I
He's at the
figured
door.
if he was at the door, I walked past him to get into the doorway, so he couldn't get past me into the back room.
Okay, so
So I guess I'll be in melee.
everyone can surround him. It's fine. Yeah, so in melee.
Mine will be if I'm given a command to attack, and then I'll also say, so LP, what is our options here?
Vladimir.
Vladimir will try to grab him again.
Okay. And I have minus on dex. Oh, I can do both.
You
but-
can
You
do
have
either.
disadvantage on dex.
Yeah.
Okay, what'd you get?
12.
Oh, it's not disadvantage. It's not disadvantage
Oh,
on
isn't it?
Dex. No, it's just a -2 to AC and Dex saving throws.
Oh, it's a dex saving
but it's
throw,
not a
which is
it's not a
different.
saving throw. So
Well, I will go with my first roll, and it's 10.
Okay.
So
Uh,
you have him
heavy.
grappled.
All right. Where's that rope?
Alright. Lord Phillips.
I, as an action, will pull a 50-foot rope out of my bag of holding, and then could I toss it, like as a free action?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'll toss it.
Give me a dex check. No, it's fine.
I can if you want. Okay.
Who do you toss it to?
My
I just-
hand. My hands are
because it's a
occupied.
free action, I just toss it towards you guys. It doesn't.
It's currently in limbo. It's in the air as the 6 seconds is going by. Yeah.
Gets the 360 shot of him throwing the rope.
Harold. Because that's who I named.
Yeah, I am going to.
Well, it's
So, what did you give me?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's
sorry.
like, didn't you
Lord
just-
Phillips went, bad guy goes. Sorry. And there were things that were spoken to him, right?
I said, show yourself and give us any reason not to remove your head.
Grappled.
Oh, sorry, I don't have rope, so I'm gonna have to renege on that.
Okay. Would you like to do something else?
I will just ready Eldritch Blast in case he attacks Carl.
Okay. So. Well, right now, Vladimir has him grappled. He will attempt to try and break the grapple. Actually, yeah, so he'll try and break the grapple.
$19.
And he's still grappled. And then there were things said to him. Reveal your true
Reveal
self.
yourself and give us a reason not to remove your head.
He just like just leave me be. The Xanathar don't have qualms with me. They like me here. And then
I think that Carl gave you rope, correct? So
what kind of adventurers are you not having rope? Jeez.
It's a rope of climbing.
You can climb up on it.
Say the word and it'll.
So,
We don't have fairy
oh
fire.
my gosh. I'm just thinking, wrap him up like as tight as you can, and make it retract into its climbing state.
Constrict.
so I'll begin tying him up.
Rope
I'll
of
begin
killing.
tying him up.
Okay. Give me a dexterity. Just a just a straight dexterity check.
Like a rope of coil.
Huh? Is it?
Tie knots.
For rope of
Whatever you want it to be, man.
It's your bag, bro.
It's dex. It's fine.
2.
He has
Two.
It was 18 and then went.
You started it not. You're still working on it.
You've got the bunny ears.
Yeah.
You just now
You're
need
like
it.
loop, swoop, and
Yeah, what was the old rhyme? The bunny goes through the hole and.
I was doing loop,
I'm on
swoop,
the
and
tree
pull from
and
Big
go.
Daddy.
Oh yeah.
Loop, swoop, and pull. Chip.
Um,
He's starting to tie him up and got him grappled, and he's kind of.
Shoes are looking cool.
I will guess try to tie a knot as well. Push his hands out of the way and.
Okay.
No, you know what? I won't. I feel like he's going to eventually get this knot done. Let me see. What?
So are we bumping that up to restrained if they get the knot?
To incapacitated, probably too. Depending on
It's
how good
whatever
it can
you
be.
want it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
If we had manacles, it would definitely be brute restrained, but tying people up
Help action. Oh, excuse me.
That's a nasty cough you have there, Justin.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. I
should
will
get that looked
offer the help action.
Okay.
How fortuitous.
It's weird.
Metagame.
Disadvantage.
I'll take it.
Pick one for the team.
Done?
Yeah.
Matthias.
Carl.
Carl.
Why don't you?
There were two C's, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit him once.
Okay.
Oh,
Trying to get him to pop out.
You have advantage, I think.
He's not restrained yet.
Nope.
Well, he is tied up.
He's just not tied up.
The knots haven't been
20.
tied, but
20,
rope has
that'll
been
hit.
wrapped around him.
He's not tied up.
He's not yet restrained.
For 10 bludgeoning damage as my warhammer hits him in the stomach.
Okay. That's a hell of a stomach hit.
Did you just straight up hit him, or did I notice you kind of pulled it a little bit to non-lethally hit him?
No.
Okay.
And I'm going to say again, show yourself, or we will remove your head.
Really, the doppelganger is the lantern that's sitting on the
That's,
table.
We were
That's not how
sent here
doppelgangers
by
work.
the Xanathar, so it seems
You're
as
thinking
if you're
physics.
not as in
Changelings.
good graces as you believe.
Arch changelings.
So stop talking.
Doppelgangers
Okay.
can't turn into objects.
Matthias.
Facetious.
I will non-lethally hit him with my weaponized appendage.
Okay.
With his piercing weapon, he's going to non-lethally hit him.
Yeah, pierce him in the back of the knee, you know?
bleeding out.
Pierce him wherever you want, he bleeds all the same.
If it doesn't do bludgeoning, I'm not allowing non-lethal.
Okay, fine. Then
I mean, you can still hit him if you want.
Well, no, because I want to hit him non-lethally.
Hit him with the butt of your hand and make it bludgeoning.
Well,
Because I don't like that rule. Like,
I don't like
I
it either.
agree.
I'm gonna non-lethally hit you with my sword.
Yeah.
Like, ah!
I'm okay with the hilt of the sword, but it's
Yeah.
going to be a D4.
Yeah.
Well,
I,
slashing damage you could. Piercing.
And you're not proficient either.
yeah.
If it's sharp, I don't know what non-lethally
You
you're
can
trying
hit
to
with the
do.
flat of the blade, but I still don't think it will do as much
It's a
damage.
reverse blade sword.
It's a oh my god, what was that anime?
Ronin Kitchen.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's Ronin Kenshin.
well, I guess I will hold my action until he becomes hostile.
Okay. Young bull.
Oh, we're hitting him now? He'll swing.
Okay. With
Easily.
what?
With his mace.
As you're grappling him?
Yeah, you can still do that.
I know. It's...
No one told him not to do it non-lethally.
+4.
He has advantage.
Oh, that's true too. Back tactics.
21 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, 1d6 for 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Second attack. 20 to hit, not natural.
Yep.
7 bludgeoning. Lethal.
He looks bloodied. Lord Phillips.
I'm gonna hold my Eldritch Blasts again. If he acts in any other way than surrender, at that second that I notice it, my Eldritch Blast goes off.
Okay. So, after you just got hit 3 times, he's gonna attempt to slam into...
My ready action goes off.
Yep.
Alright.
Is this him turning hostile?
Yes.
So this is going to be... what is my modifier? Oh, he has a -2 anyway, so that should be good. 16.
16 will hit.
I'm gonna turn it into a nat 20.
Fuck this die.
Oh! Yeah! Someone's using the nat 20.
Roll it.
12.
12.
Woo! We got there, boys. We got there.
Okay.
And then my second one, nat 20.
I think he's big.
Well, because he just nat 20'd on his second attack, so.
7.
7.
Force damage.
Worked out rather well.
Okay. So
So
what was the first one?
A natural 1.
Okay.
Second one,
Nat
natural
20.
20.
Nat 20. Those damage dice were pretty amazing.
16 points of damage.
A crit is a crit.
Yeah.
So
And does lightning matter?
he goes limp in your hands. If it's lightning, how much lightning is it?
2.
2? I'm gonna have 2 lightning damage since he's holding on to him. To Vladimir.
Okay.
Does his form.
Electricity works! Okay.
Does his
So what do we
form
see as
revert?
he dies?
When he
Friendly
dies,
fire.
he goes limp and he gets really tall and really skinny, and then you see.
That's sorry.
Scary.
I pull out my war axe.
You see that!
I was really hoping we were gonna kill it and it was just gonna be a dwarf.
Yeah, I pull out my battle axe.
Yeah, wrong doppelganger.
He was like, where are you?
So,
I pull out my battle axe and chop his head off.
Okay.
what was so when he dies in your arms, what do you do?
What do you want to do with him?
He kind of like grows and goes limp at the same time.
Just drop him. Here, I have your bonus.
So I guess we don't need the rope then.
And then I pull out a platinum piece and I give it to Vladimir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I know where I'm spending
Sir
this.
Carl, rope that. I guess we didn't need it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm going to, knowing what they're about to do, I'm going to walk. You said there's a back section?
You guys are in the back section.
Oh. I'm going to turn away from what they're about to do and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to say, just give me 10 minutes while you all do what you need to do. And I'm going to start ritually casting Detect Magic.
Okay,
That's a good idea.
that's fine.
Just in case there's anything good in here.
I'm going to watch as they cut his head off.
And
I'm
pull
going
his
to-
penis out.
Grab the top of his skull and pull his head away from his body and take my battle axe and just. And it probably takes me a couple times to get all the way through.
When you're a dwarf with a neck about this big with a big ass battle axe, I'd give it 1.5 tries.
Okay. Well, he's not a dwarf anymore.
Out of combat, you're the dwarf.
Yeah.
Yeah. Out of combat, takes about 1.5 tries to cleave someone's head off with a giant battle axe.
Right. So I. Sorry, guys. Gotta finish it.
It's like the executioners, they do it in one swipe. I mean,
Put it
jeez.
in my bag of holding. They have a bigger blade.
And
So,
then,
do you
You're
need that
so
cleaned
big.
up? And he points to the decapitated
I did need
corpse.
to pick him up.
And then
yeah, if you don't mind, please.
He brings in the now empty crate and stuffs the limbs, the torso in, and then like.
Oh, wait.
the crate's not that big.
oh,
it's like it's 10 vials of oil. It's like this big.
No
Okay.
need for any of that.
I'm just gonna start dismembering the body and stuffing it in jars.
So when after the head
Where are you
gets
getting these jars?
He gets them everywhere.
so after the head comes off, I leave the room.
2,000.
Okay.
And then I join Carl.
Each of them weigh an ounce.
And are you sitting down or standing up?
Sitting down.
Okay. I would sit down next to him or close by, like kind of lean up against the counter, and I look at him. Hopefully we made this right.
And I'm kind of like
for you. For Nettie.
mid like thought. I'm just like, and I just kind of continue doing what I need to do for the ritual.
And then I'm gonna attempt to take a long rest, or not long rest, short rest.
Okay.
I'll take up my bag of coal and start dumping some coal out into the.
Oh, you're gonna light this bitch on fire. There was an accident at the lantern shop and it all burnt down.
Give me an insight check.
Probably not a good idea.
Okay, well, Opal Die is going on. Long retreat.
Spin it. Get to the new section.
11.
11? That's high enough. You realize this whole place is made by wood and everything's connected. If you light this one building on fire, it might burn down this entire town.
Start
Inside this cave.
Start afresh.
Then I will just pour out some coal and not do anything.
Just a little DM nudge.
If something happens, then something happens.
Okay.
I'll let nature work its course.
And then I'm gonna call for Vladimir. Vladimir.
Yes. I guess you're not my boss anymore, but yes.
Well, I had you for 2 days.
Bitch.
Well, you have me for a job that may or may not take 2 days.
All right. Well,
But you paid me extra. Sure. What do you want?
if you don't mind,
dicks.
after they're done, or whoever is in there chopping stuff up, would you mind just making sure everything's cleaned up?
Sure, I can do that for you.
Thanks.
Never
And
had
then
a duck
I
in your fingers before.
toss another platinum at Vlad.
You're a big spender. That's more money than most people have seen in their entire lives.
All right, so 10 minutes goes off and nothing pops out. for
What else
detect
do I
magic.
see in the back room?
You can kind of see that he like lived here. So there's like a bed and furnishings and stuff, and then out front you guys catch a little bit more oil and flasks and stuff.
Can I?
Is there a cash register?
There's a chest underneath in the back.
That's what I was gonna look for.
Yep.
Say,
It's out in the open. It's not really
I
hidden.
assist you.
I'm gonna check it for traps.
Okay.
Cast guidance on myself. So detect magic is done. So 17.
17. It is not trapped.
Is it locked?
Nope.
Can I check it to see if there's any wards on it? Well, that would have come off with the detect
Yeah.
magic, so I'll open it up.
Okay. You open it up, and there is a slew of coins in there. Not a slew, but there's a bunch of coins in there.
Are we taking this?
Do what you must. Are we done here?
I'm just taking a
I look-
rest.
I look at-
mean, we can go elsewhere and we could take a short rest.
I look at Vlad and Harold and I say, "What's in the box is yours."
What box?
This.
What's in the box?
Oh, don't mind if I do.
Are there any like pieces of wood anywhere?
Vlad will split it with Harold.
Like just a plank?
Not like free. I mean, the shelves and stuff are made out of wood.
Are there any parchment in here or anything like that?
You find some like registers like underneath where he's like.
So I'm gonna
Wrote
take
down
the
that he
biggest
made
piece
his-
of paper I can, and I'm gonna start writing up closed for repair.
Okay.
And then once we leave, I'm going to try to post it on the outside of the room.
Okay, that's fine.
Vladimir stays behind and
That's
starts
some
cleaning up.
fucking Tarantino shit right
How
there.
much coin is in the box?
Coin, there is 15 gold, 20 pieces of silver, and then 5 pieces of copper.
Split between you two. And then as everybody starts to kind of gather in the main room, I go, so I take it nobody wants to hang out here any longer. I'd like to take a little bit of a rest, so if we want to move to the safe house, let's do that.
I don't want to remain at the scene
Sure.
longer than we have to. Someone
Yeah.
might come by, and I don't really feel like.
Vlad, Harold, would you all like to help me with a task real quick?
What's that?
Well, Vladimir's already got a task.
Could I?
Well,
Could you
I mean, if it.
put the head in this bag, please?
I already put the head in my bag.
Could you put it in my bag, please?
Sure. I'll reach into my bag of holding and put it into your bag of holding.
Take your rest. I'm going to go turn in. I have a bag. I can get your belongings and bring them back to
I'll
you.
come with you. You don't have to do this
You
alone.
probably shouldn't do it alone.
It's up to you, but
I
I'm
would
going
wait.
to head that way.
I would like to go over there after a short rest.
Can just an hour. Will an hour make a difference?
You can
I
convince.
understand why you want to do this now. I do.
You can convince me otherwise.
What's
I
the
owe
ta-
it to you at least that much.
What's the task?
Take your
Oh,
hour. I'm
Can
sure
you
that he
hold this
will be
up
alright
on this wall here?
for an hour.
And I'll gesture towards the torso
You know what? Let's
of
just
the
go.
doppelganger.
Let's take the head and go.
Yeah.
Vlad, Harold, you guys got this?
So
Yes, I've got this.
we don't have. So our job is done.
Yeah, if you don't mind, help.
If you just clean up a little bit in here.
Vlad's cleaning up if you don't mind. And then I'll take out another platinum piece and I'll toss it towards
Drop the
Harold.
body. Thanks.
Vlad pulls up his backpack and he's got like a bloody rag. I came prepared.
Okay.
So you want me to hold up this body?
We'll see you around, fellas.
Of course. And if you need want to
That
pay
sounded
me
like
for
your
any
mouth.
Well,
easy jobs, just let me know.
once Lord Phillips, Chip, and Carl leave the building, Matthias will hang behind for a little bit.
Oh god.
Matthias, we're leaving.
I'll be right there.
All right, Hannibal.
Like, we're going to
I understand.
the Xanathars.
Lord Phillips, I'll be right there.
So I'm gonna pick up the body.
Alright.
I'm gonna hold it up.
Well, then we'll meet
wall.
you back at the safe house when we're done.
Popcorn.
Sounds fine.
I'm gonna hold up the body to the wall and look.
Okay.
And look
I'll hand
suspicious,
Vladimir 4 pittance. Put that on the wall.
Does this pay extra?
Here. Here. And I hand both of them 2 platinum pieces.
I hope you guys are keeping
Don't
track
mind
of
if I
all
do.
this spending change
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
are getting rid of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Even though you probably have like 100 platinum.
I'm very diligent about tracking my equipment. Inventory.
And
There you go, sir.
And then I will take out a vial of blood and then draw the symbol of an eye above it, and then write
Up like where his head's supposed to be.
yeah, and then obey the Xanathar at the bottom.
Okay.
It's okay. They need to know who did this. Anyway, you all feel free to do whatever tasks you want, I guess. I'm going to go catch up with them, and then I'll leave and go.
Okay. So when you 4 walk out, give me perception checks. Since Vlad and Harold are non-bows.
4 or 3.
Huh?
We left before he started doing.
Well,
that
he
shit.
walks out also. But I was kidding.
Okay.
I'm just headed towards.
Yeah, because I would have started booking it out with him.
I'm always.
So however
on
long
the
that took is
observant
how long
side.
we've been walking.
Okay. That's all fine. Give me
Okay.
perception.
All right. Just saying.
That's fine.
11.
What?
27.
Okay.
That's the third nat 20 in a row.
Good. I'm glad it's on check.
27
Yeah,
with
right.
a 19.
So, almost, well, I guess the few people that rolled high, you notice that over here, so you guys are currently in this building on this side. When you guys look over, you see the silhouette of a giant spider that's 100 by 50 feet, 100 feet by 50 feet kind of shape. And then there's also, looks to be a giant purple worm carcass that's also slewn across the
So
far
is
side
the
of that.
spider alive or is it a carcass?
When you look at it, it looks to be a structure
Oh,
of some sort that's shaped like a spider.
okay.
And then you also see the big, giant purple worm that's also over there.
And then I don't know how long it would take for them to pin a body up, so I don't know how far behind that would be.
You are 8 minutes behind.
Okay. I'll start sprinting.
Okay.
After he leaves,
Okay.
Vladimir will continue his cleanup job and wipe off all of the blood on the wall.
Okay.
Looks good.
Oh, you're gonna wipe off what he put on there?
Yeah. But he leaves the torso.
Okay.
Looks good.
Yeah.
I think either way, just get out of here.
Yeah, let's go get a drink.
Okay.
You guys are fucking loaded now.
You go buy lots of drinks.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys head back down the same way you guys came up.
Yep.
Okay.
Heading straight for the island.
Down to the second level.
Before we get to the island, I cast Disguise Self. I look exactly like myself, except now where I was
You have
shadowing the chunk of neck I took out of me. Now it looks like there's
Still there?
a mark still there.
Okay.
I roll my cloak up. So it's up.
Oh yeah, because you cut yours off. You cut yours off. You're illusioning yours, and you're technically
Yeah,
covering
mine's
yours.
cut off.
Yours is still there. It's just covered.
It's like a metal collar.
Yeah.
You want to roll any sort of like Constitution check or anything? Because I mean, I did take a big chunk out of my fucking neck, depending on how big the mark was,
Sure.
and I just stuck a piece of stuff there.
That's fine.
Okay.
Slowly bleeding out.
It's 18 plus
Contracting
some
some
stuff.
terrible disease.
Yeah, 18 plus 4, 22.
Okay. Yeah.
Your body
Still
is
feel
still
fine.
fighting it off.
Okay.
hot stepping.
So we will hop back up to the top since you guys did some work.
Yep.
Alright, so you guys are heading the back way into Shun's place.
Yes.
So, gold on the altar.
He touched it.
Where the fuck am I at now? What room is that? Okay, that's this one.
Hey, any of you check out this really cool altar-y thing here?
Why are you touching things?
Roll initiative!
Yumble doesn't even turn around, he just sighs.
What do you mean? Why am I touching things? I've never been here before.
I'm just gonna make it go first. I don't care. Geist.
21.
Well, that's real Geist. Howard. Or fake Howard.
Gerald rolled a 10.
And Matthias.
Duke got a 15.
Young Bull. Real Young Bull.
10.
You guys can act at the same time. Chip.
6.
Carl.
17.
So, here? Think that's where Matthias is at?
Yeah, 50.
What was your character's name again?
Arthur.
Arthur.
That's
So we'll do in melee, out of melee. You are in melee. And since you touched it, it is a 16 to hit.
No.
No? Okay. So it tries to,
17,
like,
baby.
it reaches out with its pseudopod, and then that's what
Hey,
happens.
what the fuck?
Geist.
Shakes my head, man. God damn it.
What'd you roll?
Oh.
What'd you roll?
Oh, no, I haven't. No. He's thinking in his head, god damn it, because it's the damn thing.
Son of a fuck.
Of a song.
Sorry, now I'm at him on that one. Missed on the first attack. Second attack. 12 to hit.
12 will hit.
I like that the Black Staff sent us stupid people.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
Yeah,
Hey, they started out very sophisticated, and then they
makes no
went
sense
downhill real
narrative.
fast.
12 slashing damage.
Slashing damage.
Is it slashing?
Is it?
No, piercing.
Oh.
Okay, I was about to say, well, that's gonna suck.
Oh. Okay.
And then bonus action, punch him in the face.
He doesn't really have a face.
17.
Yep.
For
the fuck?
11 bludgeoning.
Fucking toe grabbed my dice.
With his nasty feet.
What else would you have liked me to pick
fuck?
up?
With your fucking hands. Ew, I don't want that anymore.
Douse it in bleach.
Carl.
I cleaned it off. Arthur will move up and he will take 2 swings. First one. That's a 22 to hit.
Yep. Yeah, the slashing. I figured.
For 8 slashing damage.
Okay.
Great. This is gonna be a fun fight, guys.
Mitosis.
Okay.
Second hit.
It does not split.
That
There's
is
stipulations on
a
Ogre Jelly.
9 to hit.
It's not an Ogre Jelly. 9 hits.
It hits?
No. Has to be 10 or more for damage.
9 slashing damage.
Alright, it's looking really bad.
That's it.
Matthias.
Um,
Your character that's wrapped around the pseudopod right now.
The pseudopod is wrapped around?
Yeah.
He's wrapped around the pseudopod. He's very limber.
She thought you
pull
had
out
me.
his
I
last
let
sword,
that NPC go, so I don't know what he likes now. So
turn it, and then bring it down. One long sword
Plunge it
strike.
into yourself.
19 to hit
yes.
for 4 points of slashing damage.
Minimum.
And it sits there and Down.
Please.
Well, that wasn't so bad there now.
Can you not fucking touch anything, please?
Wait.
What can I
We
say?
have a job to do for these two.
I was hired a long time ago as an explorer, and explorers touch things.
Not in this
That's
dungeon.
not your fucking job right now. Let's,
Well,
Mr. Young Bull. Should we continue?
Young Bull doesn't respond to the title Mr. Young Bull and keeps walking.
After you,
Okay.
Yarn Bowl.
Young Bull keeps walking.
Okay.
He reaches that doorway and looks around. Does he
I don't know
see
what's wrong with touching
the
things.
two
It's
guards
pretty
that we saw
interesting.
previously?
Well, there's you guys go into the big room where the giant gelatinous cube was,
Yep.
and then you open that door, and then
Yep.
that's where the hallway turns.
Yep.
Right, that's what I mean.
Yep.
He goes to that doorway and looks around the hallway. and he sees- does he see the two guards?
When you get close, when you reach for the door actually opens up for you, and then you see two bugbears. And they,
Geralt. His name is Yarn Bowl, right? Is that what he said?
As Young Bull
Sir-
gestures
Sir
towards
Narnball?
you, he gives you the finger over his shoulder.
whispering.
You're whispering.
he's
very
very
loudly.
perceptive.
I think it's Mr. Young Bull, but he doesn't like that. So maybe Sir Young Bull or Sir Bull or So Young.
Allison said Lawrence's face is blocked on our stream.
Take us to your leader.
What?
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
She said, "Hey, Lawrence's face is blocked on your stream."
Sounds like she has something up.
Yeah, it's
It's
not.
fine.
Who said that?
Allison,
That
Get out
might
of
be on the.
get out of here.
Are
Are you watching the red stream? It's a different Lawrence.
So.
So Young Bull gestures to the bugbears. Lead the way.
And then you see they lead you in.
Be on guard,
Sir Young Bull
young boy.
is are these the men that
Yes.
took your friends?
Be
Wow.
on your guard.
Well, this is the group. This isn't the head guy.
I'll put my hand.
In fact, stay here, and Young Bull will go.
Do you all stay?
Right, Sir Young Bull.
Yeah.
You got it, boss!
It's Young Bull.
Wait, what are you doing?
Young
know
Bull
what you're
leaves
saying.
without you guys. He says to stay.
I'm not understanding.
Well,
the
at least let us
pronunciation
know
of
if
his
something
name
goes
for
down.
some weird reason.
Of course.
Is it Pam?
Come here.
Pam?
And then I turn your
Young Bull
head,
doesn't turn around. He's walking.
and then I
Yep.
look in your ears, and I see like a little bit of earwax, and I. Young Bull, can you hear?
Young.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys grew up together and like trained together through like this Lady Silverhand's like armies.
And then I wipe his stuff on my tabard, and I go, oh man, Lady Silverhand's gonna be so mad. Oh shit.
Sorry about
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Who did our leaders send
What do you
with
want?
us?
These fuckers are weird.
So you see they're
Not really. I mean, I like it. It seems like they have a familial bond.
Yeah.
all right. Back on track, you stupid NPCs. It was a horrible idea. So the one, there's two right there, and you see one. You follow one, and then one follows behind you, and they lead you into the big room where you see.
And then I kiss you on your forehead when I'm done.
Because if we can remember,
It's just so adorable. Are you guys like family or something?
a long hallway,
Oh,
a room that's right here.
Brothers
This
in
opens
arms.
up. There's a room
I've
over
never had
here.
anything like that. I'm
And then
usually
that's
just
where-
a
The big
solo
room.
explorer.
Yep, and then that's what goes around,
Yep.
and that's where
Yep.
the traps were.
Yep.
So
We're right there.
doors right here.
You
so-
guys are in that room right there with the
and then you see that there's bugbear
Yep.
guards here, bugbear guards here, and then when you walk in, you see a familiar setup of Shun and the thugs, but you don't see the full bugbear army as usual because now they're usually behind. You kind of already know where they are, but you've seen 6 of them.
Mhm.
He goes, I see you got your message from your friends.
Yes. You will lead us.
This is correct?
Well, let's go.
I'm surprised you're next week.
Is it just you?
There's more. Let's go.
We'll bring them forth.
They'll come when we go.
See? I can't just let you willingly go. Because the fact, I don't trust you and your party.
I never trusted you. I disagreed with the deal from the beginning.
Okay, so then you will agree to be shackled and blindfolded as we travel you down.
No, that's not how this will go.
Yes, it will.
Yumble will rage.
What do you say something?
Is combat starting?
It's about to.
I guess so!
Do you say something when you're rage?
Not yet.
How far away is everybody else? Or all
We
of us?
are approximately 80 feet away.
It is an 80-foot hallway until the turn, and he is about 30 feet up.
So 110.
Well, if we're not going to do this, Yumble turns around and he starts walking away.
Oh, okay. So
I guess you'll never see your friends again.
We'll find our own way.
Have fun.
All right. So Youngbull will proceed. Do they stop him?
Nope.
All right.
You were gonna choke this motherfucker out.
All right. Let's go find our own way.
Sir Youngbull, did
all right.
is everything okay? Do
Wait,
you need our arms?
Are we supposed to go with? Isn't Sheen supposed to be taking us down?
He can't be trusted.
So you deal with him that make him be trusted.
Sorry, can you remedy that by me one more time? I didn't hear you.
So you deal with him to be trusted.
Here's what's going to happen if you all go in there. He's going to shackle us all, blindfold us, take all of our things, and then what will happen to our friends will happen to us. Do you want that?
No, that's why you deal with him. Do you think we could deal with him?
I do not believe we can deal with him at this junction. Let's find our own way.
Guess everybody's playing their NPCs for a little bit longer.
Well, do you know the way?
Do you know the way?
Oh my god.
Oh,
I do
that's-
not know the way,
Oh.
but this is the way.
Young Bull, give me a history check.
3.
3. It's been a little bit, and obviously these levels are kind of mazes. You're not really sure how to get down. You'll
Alright.
just have to re-navigate through and figure it out.
So that's what we'll do.
No. If the tank believes we can't take him,
Because we can.
Who is this Shun?
he's a weird looking.
We're outnumbered
Drow.
30 to 6.
Is
And 6 of us aren't
Isn't
even
he
player characters.
one of them Xanathar peoples?
We're pretty outnumbered. I don't know the exact numbers, but
I'm a Shun Shurith, right?
well taking
something like that. Yeah.
the
He's a bad
Technically,
dude.
There were 8 thugs and 6 regular bugbears, 6 bugbear chiefs, and then Shun himself.
yeah, so like 20 to 6. Yeah.
well that seems like a sound decision, Sir Youngbull. You made the right choice.
Of course it is.
So, are we to just try to
Walk.
find blindly? Have you?
Well, he certainly
So-
is not going to give us
Have
any
you-
Walking our
Have
way
seen
through
it
here, we went
before?
so
left.
we will have to do
Quite
it
often.
without.
Can I gather which ways we have not been?
You do not want to be a slave.
Like
Yes.
a-
You guys have explored
Guys, should remember that we've already found stairs that went downstairs.
75%. You don't know that.
But
That's why I gave him the history check to see. Because you're
But
an
Geist
NPC
might know
right
that.
now.
But Geist
does Geist know the way?
Sure, history check.
Do you know the way?
Do you know the way?
to Frisco Bay?
Nope, I do not know the way.
Nope. It's you've. I'll say you guys know that you've seen it, or at least a staircase that might head down to the 3rd level. You're just not sure where it's at. You'll have to re-find it on the level.
All right.
So
We didn't by chance walk by it getting to this location.
no, you guys are literally right there.
Okay.
Um,
Making sure.
So, what do Young Bull and Geist remember from Howard's message to like where they are at.
Yeah,
So
well-
what information are they going on to?
We
Like,
knew
what
that they're in
direction?
Skullport, which is on the 3rd level.
Yep.
Okay.
You know
And we knew that they were staying at a tavern that I can't remember the name of.
Okay.
You know that we are not in trouble currently,
Nope.
Correct.
and you know
You were working to
that
get your freedom from the vampires.
yeah, that I don't know if I told you we have all of our stuff back, but we were doing. You know that we are on some mission
Mhm.
to at least earn more of our freedom back.
Yep, I remember that. I have that written down.
Okay. And then you also remember me mentioning the Tower of Woe,
Yep.
and then also remember me mentioning the name of the tavern, which I didn't write down, but
Which was the
Duns and Darters.
yeah.
I guess back to the market then.
I suppose so. But we already
That's
have
another
explored near the
direction.
market. We don't want to
Yeah,
go that way.
No, that's
Well-
a different direction.
Do we?
Do you guys
have,
know?
So do we have the map so that we can see?
It's in the.
Well, at least our our local location.
So you guys know that you have to pass back through the market to head further
Yep.
deep.
That's what I thought.
So where the hideout is, it's pretty much like a dead-end secluded area right there. Because you've explored where the Krampus was, and then
There you go.
the room where Krampus was during the Christmas special. That was right on the same
That
thing.
was off of the slime room.
Yeah.
Right, but we don't have to go back through the market necessarily.
Yes. Because I've altered it. I've altered the map.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay. Because the market was like up here, wasn't it? It was
The
right
market's
there.
The market's the one with the pillars on it. So, like a bunch of pillars.
This is where Shun is. We went through here and did some stuff and arrived at Shun, so we still haven't gone this way.
Well,
Correct?
this isn't fully up to date yet.
Okay.
So you've explored everything here. So currently you are here.
Mm-hmm.
I've got rid of all this.
Oh, you got rid of that.
Yep,
okay,
I
that
altered it.
was what I thought.
Yep,
I was
yeah.
like, we haven't explored that path.
Yeah, I got rid of that.
Okay.
So to get further deep, you will have to go back through the
Okay.
market and then head
Then
back this way.
yes, we'll go that way. Because technically there was a path there at one point.
Yes, yeah, but through the Christmas special and a couple other things, I altered a bunch of stuff.
Okay, so there was some yeah.
Yeah.
Some Hollister shenanigans.
Yep.
Yes.
So let me see.
So yeah, back through the market. Make our way around.
So out of game, the deal to get both the heads of the outpost, was there a time limit on that?
No,
No.
there was not a time. There was one.
No.
We were not given a time limit.
Shun was the one that had the
Shun
time.
had what? 3 days. We
Shun had 3
to
days.
Yeah,
keep-
the other one all we did you
Okay.
get the head.
So you guys are gonna walk through and then go through basically you walk through you pass the kitchen that had the flying pots and pans.
Yep.
And then go through the little cave tunnel that enters into where the gibbering mouthers were. And then you head down through, there's those two old-timey bathrooms that were
Yep.
right there. And then when you step through the door, you see a cross, and it's where you originally talked to... What is his name?
I don't think he gave us a name, did he?
Rizzle.
Because he was
Rizero?
super
Rizero.
shady.
Yep. So when you start walking through, you see Rizale standing at the doorway.
We never saw him before though, because he was behind the chair.
He was invisible.
Oh,
And
he
he
was
was
invisible the
invisible.
whole time.
Yeah.
Give me both of you give me history checks.
He's standing there invisibly.
2.
2.
I'm rolling great tonight.
Nope. 3.
No. Well, you see a man or a drow standing there, and he kind of looks at both of you guys, and Did you guys go in? Was everybody in that room?
Yeah, everybody went into
Okay.
the room.
So he kind of looks at you guys and he's like, "So, still looking for the 2 heads?
We're working on it. Working on it.
Your party seems a little different."
Working on that too.
We have 1 head, but it will have to wait.
Okay.
In time.
And he just kind of hurry up, and then shuts the door, and then lets you guys proceed through.
Okay.
So in case you guys want to explore more, you guys head up the stairs, and then it splits off where you battle the 2 rust monsters. That opens up to a big room that has a door on the far end that you guys have not explored yet. Or to the other side, it's a very long, windy hallway that you recognize that you remember going down before.
Okay. So we'll go that way.
Same way? Okay.
Since Yumble's a little fuzzy, he'll
Wait,
check all the paths we've already
we
cleared
are-
out.
Here.
I'll pull up mine.
Where's...
Here,
Is that
Lawrence, let me see this.
Is that where we were?
Is it orientated right?
You are right here, right now.
Okay.
Where are we?
You're right here, Will.
Okay.
So you're going that way now.
Okay.
Man, this is a really long hallway.
Yep, so you guys pass...
Oh, yeah.
Yep, you guys passed through the room that had the beholder zombie in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then that far corner that had the arcane gate that you guys know. And
we
then
skip that because we know there's not a stairway
Yep.
that way.
and then you guys walk through the door, and then there's the long hallway that you guys remember that stretches down and has
and
the
it
two
had the 2 ballista on it.
ballistas on it. Yep.
We continue across. We don't bar off the ballistas.
Yep. Long hallway to the left, and then long hallway west, short hallway south, and then the long hallway to the east. And then you see a staircase heading down.
This is as good a route as any.
Sir Youngbull, is this the way to go?
We will have to see.
I'll take a chance.
Got it.
And Yumble will lead the way down the stairs. Or attempt to. Yeah, he will attempt to.
You see like a fuzzy haze over the door, and then as you walk up, you see a feminine. Sorry, I was like female-ish. I was like, that's wrong. You see like a feminine face kind of emerge from the body. She goes, I remember you two, but who are your friends?
They are
What?
companions to help.
What are you?
I don't know if you've heard. Some of our party members were taken by the Xanathar's Guild there in Skullport below. Can we have passage?
I guess. And then
I doubt these guys will stay down here long. Once our task is complete, they'll probably.
If it helps, we do mean to clear the scourge from this floor.
I just want to make sure that you guys are ready before I send you down.
We're as ready as we can be.
Does any of the NPCs react to them talking about ghosts?
I go,
Can I
lady,
see it?
and I
Huh?
take my
Can I see it?
greatsword. I take my greatsword and I ching into the ground and I kneel and I go, Sir Garrett of Waterdeep.
She says her name. I forget what it is. Just
Jizara.
yeah.
Just know, my lady, we plan to protect Sir Youngbull and Sir Geist as best as we can.
Hey, how's it
With our
going?
lives, if need be.
I guess if he introduces
And then
himself,
when
I'm,
you say that, I go, and I hit my plate armor and it pshing.
Like this bromance is.
I'm Duke of Baldur's Gate. How's it going?
She,
I'm,
she doesn't really acknowledge. She like you kind of see like the face kind of absorb things, but she doesn't really react
Yeah.
to anything. When she like turns back, she just
So passage.
is granted, and you see like it start to fade away.
I lean into Arthur and I just sort of whisper in his ear and I say, who the hell are these guys that the Blackstaff sent? Is this really the best they have?
It's surprising me. I would never expect such non-intelligence.
Maybe we should speak with Lady Silverhand about this.
My intelligence is 10.
I agree.
And we continue downwards.
And then as I lean
Dumble
away,
doesn't really stop just because they're whispering.
Yep.
before I lean away from his ear, I kiss him on the cheek and I lean away.
Now
So-
that is some real brotherly love you guys got right there.
So it is
I
a-
like that about y'all.
What? But I just want to know, why don't y'all look the same? If you're brothers.
They're brothers at arms. Are you dumb or something?
I mean,
You
They're
have
not
to.
actually brothers. They're
So-
more like brothers by a bond.
You have to love the ones you fight for.
So the real characters,
So
as you
have
guys start
something
walking
worth dying
down,
for,
you
worth
guys
fighting for.
level up to level 7.
are you?
Do we level up too?
No. The real characters do.
No, I mean my real character.
The real characters in this party level up, heading down to level 7.
So meaning like just Geist and Youngwool?
Yes.
Level 7.
Oh, that's fucked.
So wait, we gotta go back up and then go back down the stairs.
You'll
What the fuck, man?
guess we're gonna commercial break back to the other group.
See, isn't this better than getting enslaved?
Does that mean Duke now?
You actually made
No, the NPCs stay exactly the same, but the actual characters level up.
Can I take an extra hit die?
No.
Damn it.
All right, so you guys,
Head down the bridge.
yep, make the trek back,
Yeah.
and then
Head to the Millennium Falcon.
save those for later. So you guys cross the bridge and come
The
up.
Millennium Falcon here.
I will wait here for you all to return.
Is this before the bridge or after the bridge?
Before the bridge.
So you're staying in Skullport.
Yeah.
Do you still have your 2 zombies? Since
Uh,
we've kind of forgot about them.
Nope, they're at the end.
You left them in the room at the end.
Yep, they're just standing there.
I forgot you had
They
those.
don't do anything unless I tell them otherwise.
If you would like to retcon and say you brought them, that's fine. Because I also forgot about it.
Sure,
So.
I carried them along and I left them at increment spots. And I,
Oh, you just left them.
No, I'll like
Oh.
no, I'll like bring them around.
Oh, okay.
Standing here.
Alright, that's fine.
They're
I-
literally pack mules.
I burned away my scar, so and I have no way of showing a new one. So I don't think that our friend in there would appreciate that.
Fine. We'll meet you back at the Guts and Garter then.
Chip,
All right, well,
what do you
be
plan
sure to come
do
back
with
then.
your lack of symbol?
I pull my cloak up over my neck and tie it, cinch it tight.
Hopefully that suffices, but they'll probably want to see it.
If they want to see it, they can see it.
Here, I'd
No.
like to give you this to hold on to, just in case you need to find me if something happens. And I hand you a bullseye lantern.
I don't need that.
That's it? So you're gonna hand me the fucking lantern?
Okay.
I see just fine in the dark.
I'm not
Walk into this
talking about
stronghold
seeing
of like
the dark.
600
I'm talking
bugbears?
about
Yeah,
in
sure.
case something happens to me. You know, for scrying purposes or otherwise.
I
mean, I'd like the same in return for you, Lord
don't
Phillips.
want to carry that. And then I reach up behind your head and I rip out a little lock of your hair,
A big lock.
Sexy.
and then I just take it.
Do you
Remain
have
eye
any
contact the
necklaces
whole
or
lot.
anything?
He likes that pain.
I don't think so. Why?
By the way, what did you do with your scar tissue from your neck?
It's mine.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Lawrence, what's this ale break brought to us?
Yeah.
Level 7.
Level 7!
Hilarious.
Why?
Do you have a necklace?
No.
Okay.
Why?
Never mind.
What are you gonna?
Because it turns out now
Well,
artists
let's
can just
let's
make necklace of
head in.
fireballs.
I'll follow Carl in as soon as he starts walking.
Well, you have armor, right?
Yeah.
Is it magical?
No.
So is
Well,
anybody
it's
staying
+1.
back with Matthias,
So
or is it
yes.
just him?
So yes.
No, it's just Matthias. I told him.
And you're just waiting there?
Yeah,
or...
just waiting.
Oh, I
I'll
see.
wait there.
I-
I'll wait there for a little while, and then once they once a few minutes pass and I don't hear anything, I'll head.
Like to see if they make sure they weren't like ambushed.
Actually, a
by-
retcon. I didn't say Guts and Garter. I said the safe house.
So if you're gonna cross, I mean, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll give it to you. If you stand on the other side of the bridge, you can see basically enough to see them, and then you see some kind of talking happen, and then it kind of opens up, and you see that they walk in, and then they shut
So they weren't. Okay, and then I'll head back to the Zentarum safe house.
Okay. As you guys walk up, there are 2 bugbears out front, and they just kind of
I
halt
pull
you.
my hood back and show him my mark.
I pull my collar off. I flick him off. Let's go.
Oh man. I don't think you ever get those.
Do I remember if he did you do anything to your mark?
He took his off.
I singed
Both of
it.
them took his off.
Oh.
Is it still?
Sore and red. Yes. I'll pull mine to the side, and you just see a big red festering welt.
And you'll see one of the bugs like, Sundance won't be happy about that.
It wasn't easy taking down the doppelganger. Let's just say that.
Where are you 2 from?
They're not
there.
They're not
You guys didn't go?
They
No.
left, remember?
Oh yeah, you guys aren't there. Oh fuck it, never mind.
That's what the ale break was about.
Oh yeah, okay, never mind. And then
yeah, we paid them to clean up and
And then we left them.
then we
And then
left
they-
them
Yep, okay, yep. I remember now.
because
I
they
remember
got
now.
paid and now they're
Got our 2 platinum.
Yeah. So they
a lot of money.
yeah.
You guys got paid.
So they let you by, and you start walking through the same path because you can see the Tower of 7 Woes like all the way in the back, so you kind of get the gist. And
Yeah.
same thing, you walk through, and there's a lot of people, a lot of thugs, a lot of bugbears, gargoyles posted up every once in a while. You see like you'll kind of turn the corner, and a flaming skull will kind of like pop out, and you just
Yeah.
and kind of walk into the stronghold through the gargoyle towers, and walk up, and there are 2 bugbears outside the gate of the 7 Woes. And same thing, they don't really say anything, they just kind of like step in front and just
Again, pull this back. Here for Sunda.
you 2 can go in, you can wait here.
Don't do anything. In your head, you hear me say to you, "Don't do anything stupid."
We'll head up.
Okay. And they will, same thing, big iron door, kind of creaks, really noisy opening.
You
And,
have the head, right? That's
I gave it to him
Yeah.
before.
And the door shuts, and the 2 bugbears are just kind of just sitting there, and they're both just staring at you.
I reach into my bag. And I pull out a grenade. No, I pull out the
Sandwich.
alpha Grick beaks, and I start seeing how I can like apply them to my shoulder pauldrons.
Okay. And so you guys walk in, and same thing. The bugbears are kind of curious, and they see you, and then they notice the symbol, and they kind of just don't bother you, and you just make your way up to the top. And you get to the top, and Sundith kind of he's just like, "Who comes?"
A head.
Come forth.
And I look
Sally.
at Carl
Oh.
and I wait for him to make a move.
Look at him getting ahead in life.
When you walk up, you see like in the corner there's a cage,
That
and
was
you
a
see
build
Nettie
job, Will.
inside of
You're
it.
better than this.
Would you do me a favor and release him, please?
When our deal is done.
Well, here's the deal.
So I assume it went well.
Obviously.
I'm just wondering why you would give us such a simple task that you could have taken care of yourself.
Consider it a test. To prove loyalty for further jobs.
But first, the deal.
How do I know that's my doppelganger?
You really think that that's some other doppelganger that we just happened upon?
You could have had one in your pocket.
You went through our stuff. There was no doppelganger head in there.
This is true.
I'm not stupid.
I found a lot of fun.
And you're not stupid either.
I appreciate that.
So, let's complete the deal. Our stuff, please.
So he puts his hand out for the head.
And I look at Carl.
Pick it up off the ground and hand it to him.
Good. Then he throws it in the corner. And he goes, before I give you your stuff back,
We had a deal.
I haven't not fulfilled my side yet. So for your next task, if you guys are loyal to us,
Let's hear it.
so since you're good at retrieving things,
I thought it said feels change.
there is a dagger of some sort that I would like to be mine. And I would like you and your party, I assume you still have a party and it's not just the two of you.
If you think that thing that we had to kill for you could take out an entire party, it seems kind of silly on your part.
I believe it could have taken out one or two of you. I heard, I know what your screams sound like, so I know which one of your party's a bitch.
Well, Chip isn't here, neither is Matthias. So.
So, you will retrieve this dagger for me?
And where is this dagger?
This dagger is in the hands of the Legion of Azak. A-Z-R-O-K. It is a magical dagger of sorts, and I would like it in my possession.
And where do the members of this legion reside?
They are on this level.
What's the payment?
What payment? You work for me now.
Yeah, work requires payment.
Do your lives count?
Sure. But at least you can spare a little something. I'm sure retrieving this dagger may take quite a lot more work.
How can you
this
retrieve
last
this
task.
head so easily? What's a little dagger?
How many members are in this Legion of Azak?
One. It's just a witch.
Nope.
Lich.
Nope, it's John Wick.
Just one little measly witch. You can handle it.
No, it's 8, and it's a swarm of pixie liches.
Oh my god.
One day.
You were the worst DM.
Cancer.
Oh my god.
That is what that is. You're not wrong.
They have their own forces.
Do you have numbers?
Location
Strengths.
would be more beneficial to
If I can
us.
recall, it is on the northeast side of
Which
this
level?
This level.
this one.
Which level of Skullport?
Not Skullport. You will have to travel into the other part of this level.
You said the northeast side.
Yes.
I read that as neutral evil.
There you will speak to Azak and Lurkana? Lurkana?
Lurkana.
Lurkana. They are the ones that hold this dagger, and
And by speak, do you mean defeat?
whatever means you guys need to get this dagger.
Do you know what they are? What powers they might hold?
Again, strengths, numbers, weaknesses.
If you want the dagger so bad, I mean, any help you can give us, information-wise.
Since you won't pay us, at least help us out a little bit.
Help us, help you. But I'm not there.
You're gonna need a sneaky.
They are hobgoblins. And that is all the information I will give you, because where's the fun in that?
Alright, our stuff then, and we'll fetch your dagger.
Very well. And he'll walk over and he'll unlock the cage for Nettie, and then he will hand you both a bag of holding.
Nettie runs up. I lean down, start petting him.
Where's my scroll?
Ah, your scroll. This will be yours.
And I take it and open it up. Does it look altered at all, or does it look the same?
It looks the same.
Okay. Alright, I'll roll it back up and then place it inside my bag of holding.
Okay. Give me both of you perception checks.
21.
21.
Nat 20 plus 3.
You notice that he only handed
Yeah.
you
He
what looks to be your bags.
Yeah, he handed you guys your belongings.
I thought we already had our bags of holding.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
it just...
He gave us.
Oh, sorry. They.
Right.
He gave us.
Yeah,
He kept one item of each.
Yes. So he'll hand you your stuff. I'm not going to give you guys another bag of holding because what's the
Right.
point? But because it'll just explode.
But he just releases Nettie and gives me my.
He gives you your stuff and he gives you your stuff.
So, our compatriots' items?
Well, they did not have the spine
Audacity.
the spine to show up in person. Why should I give them back their stuff?
They are resting after a well-fought battle.
It's the least you can do. We're gonna retrieve this fucking dagger for you.
Except
Please, just
Chip is
give us
right
their
outside.
stuff.
Give me a perception check.
Perception?
Sorry, persuasion.
Okay.
Yes, a perception check.
16.
He goes, very well. I wouldn't want to leave your party weakened at all. Or what I would say, my party. And he'll go and grab bags of holding, but they have everyone else's stuff.
Okay. Basically,
Just
just
hands him
they're
our stuff.
4 bags. The other 4 bags.
4 bags. There wasn't bags.
No,
Yeah,
We
two
already
bags.
had
remember-
2
bags.
bags.
We already
Yeah.
have bags.
They already gave us. They
It's
just
just
kept
the
one
stuff.
item.
Stuff.
Yeah,
It's
our
a
things.
bag full of your stuff.
Our things.
Yeah.
Whatever was.
Oh, no. I only kept the one thing. Never
Yeah,
mind.
that's what we're saying.
Never mind.
We're saying
Sorry.
One thing.
Sorry. Never
So they
mind.
hand you a robe of eyes.
He
and
gives you this, he hands you a robe and a necklace.
Okay.
Or an amulet, whatever it is.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Sorry.
No,
Yeah,
you're
my
good.
bad.
Alright, so we'll take stuff.
I will listen to you guys. I was like, what are you talking about? I stole all your shit. But I was like, yeah, I get it back. Okay, yeah. He'll hand you the stuff.
Alright. Well, in your head you hear me say, should we ask about time limit or just leave that blank? Shake your head yes or no.
Blank.
And then I go, well, I'll have to get your dagger then.
Good luck.
And then I reach out and I shake his hand. How's his grip?
It's pretty strong.
Okay.
He's a full
He's
ogre.
an ogre.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'll turn around and look at Carl and just...
So, do you know what this dagger does?
And then I'll kind of stop as I look at you and just go and look at.
Give me a persuasion check. This dagger is used to help someone see.
It's the sword of omens.
Hope it lets you see above. Things are so nice up there. Maybe it'll make you powerful enough to crawl out of this cave one day and see what it's like in the real world.
This is the real world. Down here, where I'm in control.
I know what you mean. Might be kind of hard up there, fighting against much more powerful people.
In your head, you hear me ask, "What are you doing?"
But we'll see what we can do about that dagger.
Hurry back.
And Nettie will crawl on my back, and we'll leave.
Okay. And then you guys walk down. Same thing. You hear some screaming, some torturing going on. More branding. You actually got to kind of like see that you see like the branding station where everything happened. And you guys, they opened up the big door, and you guys walk out, and you see Chip
Me
standing
and
there.
2 bugbears playing hopscotch.
Those bugbears are not playing
They're
hopscotch.
playing hopscotch.
They are like, if you're in sight, they are watching you the entire time.
So I walk out holding your robe of eyes,
I will take it. Thank you. I'll whip it around myself.
and then look at Carl.
Now I
In
need
your
to
head, you hear-
to it again.
Just keep going.
Okay. Yep. You guys walk through. The 2 guards on the other side, they kind of notice your slave symbols, and then they open the door, and you guys walk out onto the bridge.
All right, cross the bridge. Once I get to the other side, I drop disguise completely. So I have this the piece of cloth that's like stuck into like this divot in my neck,
Okay.
and it's like bloody.
Do you need?
I'll roll another con save for it
As,
too, since it's been
as
a
I
little
see
bit.
that, I'm gonna walk
Yeah.
up and touch your neck, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
I was just.
That's pretty good.
I learned a long time ago not to just touch it. You gotta ask first.
11.
Heal for 11.
Yep.
That's full health. Does it do anything to the wound though?
Yeah, it closes up a wound.
It does.
It's
Okay.
cure wound.
It doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't remove like. It doesn't repair like chopped off limbs or something.
Right. Okay.
You're still gonna have a
But
blemish.
if you would have been bleeding, and it would have closed.
The
Okay.
wound closes as if it
Okay.
healed normally.
All right. Cool.
Maybe there's a scab if you really want it to be there or something.
I just want to know if there's going to be a mark or not. That's it.
Are you undead
I'd
or a
imagine so.
construct?
No.
Okay.
When you touch
mean,
me,
it's
I don't
hard
even
to-
react. And then, like when you remove your hand, the piece of cloth comes with your hand, like stuck to you with like my dried blood on it. And then in your head, you hear me just say, "Thank you."
I know that I tried to do that with him before, and he like really made a big deal about me asking for consent before I touch him. So that's why I was waiting.
Can we keep moving, please?
Well,
Do we want to get
9:35.
Matthias and then go back up to level 2? And we don't have. There was a.
To the safe house.
Let's go to the safe house. and-
Currently, you have no idea how to get back up to level 2.
Yeah. We need to
You don't
get back
really-
to the safe house.
The
and-
only thing you've seen is basically how this looks. From obviously you've been in here, but from this point of view, you see that the water kind of extends around and goes this way, and then the water extends around, and then I'll give you guys that you guys saw the dock over here, and then there's more water,
So
and
let's
then this is all enclosed inside.
Right, inside the.
So you're not sure how to get out.
let's get to the safe house. Take a rest.
Wait.
After an hour, I'll send a message
Right.
to Geist and Young Bull and let them know where we are waiting, and we will just stay put until they get here.
Well, do we feel as if it would be around time to take a long rest at this point?
Um.
I mean, we've been doing a lot of shit.
Yeah, you guys been doing a bunch.
At least, because I can at least get to them. A short rest would allow me to get the message to them sooner rather than later.
Right. Well, I mean, but that doesn't mean you can't short rest while we start a long rest.
Right.
And then you pop into your long rest.
Yeah.
Or
Well, you take a long rest, but stop 1 hour.
Because it was
2
9
hours
when we
to-
started, noonish, doing
There
some
was
things.
fighting.
Welcome
then there was
back.
talking to a blind
We
guy.
went to the fights in the bar
back.
that end.
There was 3 fights. That was probably at least.
I mean, I'll let you guys do it. It's
Talked
fine.
to the doppelganger for like an hour before we killed him.
Yeah, seriously,
Yeah.
we talked to that doppelganger forever.
Yeah.
So once we get to the safe house, meet up with Matthias, give him his amulet back.
Oh well, I do greatly appreciate it. I
Did
wasn't
you mean
expecting
second
him to give
level,
it to
second
you.
level of Skullport, or second
No,
level?
I
of-
meant second level
Oh,
of
okay.
the dungeon.
Yeah.
So,
So what
short
do we
rest,
have to do now?
and then after I guess everybody else is going to start taking a long rest. Basically,
need to
we
run
would
a
tell you
watch?
that we're just going to wait, and the plan is to just camp out here until Young Bull and guys get here.
I will take
Sure.
first watch if we
Did
need
he
to run a watch.
give you another task?
We'll discuss it later.
I'll take that as a yes.
And then, so short rest, get my spell slots back.
Yep. We'll let you do the sending. We'll do the long rest and then we'll end it.
Okay. So after an hour, I'll sit back and cast sending, and I'm going to cast it to Geist.
Okay. Currently, you guys are walking down to the 3rd level. You guys have not opened up into anything that's like.
Let us know what's here.
Yeah. We'll save that for next time. But you can.
I'm listening.
Back in Skullport, we're in a Zentarum hideout. What level was it on?
2.
2.
It's called the keel hole.
Here. 26.
Okay. Second level, the keel hall. What is this? On the west side.
Yep.
Got 8 more.
Just let the tiefling know you're our friends.
Yep, that's fine.
And then I'll cast sending again after he responds.
Okay.
So I'll wait for him to respond.
Keel wall. Friends. Second level.
Second level west side.
What's that?
Yeah.
On our way down with on our way down with
4 people.
4 4 people. Didn't use Shun route.
Feel
Found
stronger.
another way around. Was that 15?
You don't have to use them all.
Yeah, it was 15.
Whatever you need to do to get the point across.
Feeling stronger. Can't wait to see you.
So that should be.
It
Feels like we leveled up.
There was something I was going to ask about Skullport. Is Skullport easy to access?
I'll cast sending again. No idea. Don't know how to get here from where you're at. We will be waiting here until you arrive.
Oh, because they're going down to the dungeon. Right. I don't know.
We'll find out next session.
And I don't say any more words. That's
Okay.
it. Basically, we are waiting here until you arrive.
Okay.
Well, I'll say we'll be there as soon as we can.
All right.
Okay.
That's it.
So that happens. Everyone, you guys, will leave you guys currently heading down, and then we'll start the long rest for you guys.
Okay.
So are we level 7 now, or after we take our next long rest?
You guys will level 7 down.
Okay.
yeah.
And
Leveling
then,
happens automatically.
as you guys take a long rest, you guys are also level 7.
You son of a
Hey.
Play with her.
Everybody's level up!
You old dog, you.
Yeah, but I already shut everything down.
As long as,
You have a week to do it.
as long as one person crosses the threshold, everybody crosses the threshold.
Do we get a long rest or?
Yes.
Okay, alright.
Oh. That means now I can climb.
So, at this point,
Can you also let me know
the
when it
timelines
hits
are
dawn?
also
lined up?
8 hours off.
Okay, alright.
So they're 8 hours behind.
Okay. With where we're at the end of our
Yeah,
long
because
rest.
currently they're heading down, and you guys will like basically wait a couple hours, then start your long rest.
Okay.
So you guys will be there, and they'll have kind of 12 hours to kind of figure it out to get to you.
Okay.
I got a sweet new ability called Flash of Genius.
Flash of genius.
I can use my reaction to an ability check or a saving throw to add my intelligence modifier to their roll.
Ooh, I get another invocation.
It's a good one.
So that's it for this session. Hope
Yep.
everybody had
That
fun.
was good. That was actually really fun.
A lot of fun.
And
Thanks, man.
join us next Monday. Is our dice winner still in the?
Yeah,
we
I sent Maudry a message to just get back to us. And she also, or he or she, Maudry, whoever you are, thank you for the follow as
Yes,
well.
thank you.
I didn't shout you out an hour ago, but thank you.
All right.
All right.
We'll see you guys next week.
Yep. See you guys next week.
Bye.